starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome everybody to another episode of the Fever Hour. Wait, can they hear me? Is my mic working? Let me know. Because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
been messing up tonight. Okay. Had to double check. I had a little problems earlier with it, so I had to make sure. But again, thank everyone for joining us tonight. And with me is my favorite people. We got Dana Marie hanging out. How you doing?
What's up, Miss Scarlett? Glad to be here. Thanks for having me as always.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a great time tonight. We're gonna talk some zombies, so I'm excited. But also joining us is our friend Benda42. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. And a new addition to us this week is our good friend Johnny Ringo. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, especially being around you people. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, man. Always the more the merrier. We love to have more people hang with us. That makes it more fun.
Does Johnny have beverages tonight?
Oh, absolutely. You know it.
Beautiful.
Yes, everyone, get your beverages, get your herbs ready, I guess.
I only have my blunt.
Whatever it is that you partake in, yes, get it ready to go because tonight we are going to go deep into zombies, all zombies, infectious, supernatural, and everything in between. But before we do that, I want to say hello to our wonderful, glorious chat. And first we have Bitey, who has been pinned. You are first. I think that's what, twice in a row, Bitey? Were you first last week? Well, I'm going to unpin you from your duties. And thank you for joining us. And second is Kiwi Skirt. Always going for that first place, Kiwi. You'll get it. You'll get it in this one. Fighty, you gotta be quick. Fighty's quick.
I love how me and Liz.
And what's up, D-Wag? Glad to see you. We got Jeremy in the house. Hello. And we got Lindsay. What's up? Oh, and Terry. I'm so sorry. There you are. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see everyone. But yes, tonight is all things zombies. And before we really get into the conversation, got a little something for you guys to look at. Here we go. Zombies. Infectious or was hell just full? Tonight, strap in and load up as we take a deep dive into supernatural versus science. What's your favorite undead to walk the earth? There you have
Nice.
it, folks.
Nice.
That is what we're getting into. So, I posted something on Twitter, and you guys have posted some great pics along with some that we have, and we are going to get into all of them tonight. But first, let's see. So, if you guys haven't posted on Twitter, always post in the chat what's your favorite zombie movie, what kind of zombie. It can be TV, it can be game. Really, it's anything. It's just about zombies tonight. So let us know. And what is up, Percy? Glad to see you joining us. I'm gonna get that pulled up. But so what do you guys think? We'll start with you, Dana. What's your favorite kind of zombie?
Well, we had this discussion. You know, as we do everything. My favorite type of zombie is definitely something that has to come back from the dead. It's not a zombie if it does not die and then reanimates into whatever it is. So if you just get a little scratch and a cough and then all of a sudden you're walking around wanting to kill people, to me that's not a zombie. You have to croak and then you have to come back as a zombie.
Yeah, but if you get scratched, you die from the scratch and then you reanimate, I thought.
True.
I've seen that. Yeah, as long as you die, as long as you die, you are dead at some point. But there is some shows now that like they're just like turning off of getting some kind of virus. Like there is no transition from dying to being
Well,
reanimated.
then that's like 28 days later where they just like throw up in your face and then you're a zombie like instantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think. Well, I don't want to get into it right now because that's what we're going to be discussing tonight. But
hmm
I do have my PhD in zombie studies. I just want everybody to know.
What is up, the art and times of J. Ryan? I don't trust anyone that pleads for 7 days and doesn't die. Gotcha. Awesome. Good to know. A zombie is a reanimated body. Yes, it is. But what does it mean to be reanimated? That's what we're going to get into because I feel like perhaps the waters have been a bit too muddied in the zombie genre. Maybe. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I could just be, a little snob on my zombies. It's probably why I probably won't be as into a lot of the zombie movies, but it's not that I don't like them. I just consider them a different genre, like the infectious. It's just because if you consider the infectious as just anything that could be reanimated, then why would vampires not be considered zombies?
Oh, because are we getting into this now? Because I got a lot.
I mean, we can get into it. We can get into it because it's not going to let me share my Twitter. So I would let everybody know what you guys picked because most of y'all's picks I honestly did. We've got clips for. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the discussion, and then I'll show some clips as we go. But yeah, so how do you guys really feel about it? Because it kind of bothers me a little bit because we get into things where we're talking about it's not just something that's reanimated. I mean, we're talking about it's going to be a fungus kind of thing. Or, like I said, it could be vampires because vampires are reanimated, right? You die, you're reanimated. So
Yeah,
I Am Legend could be.
Vampires have a way different characteristics than zombies. Maybe they could be under the undead umbrella with zombies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
So with that being said, would infectious be considered zombies?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, and the thing, the big difference too
is the daylight.
Well,
is that the only difference? Because in I Am Legend, did they eat the people or did they just suck their blood?
First of all, I Am Legend is shit. Do we need to
Look, when I researched this, a lot of different movies came up, and I'm just trying to make sure I understand where the lines are drawn.
So, what was your question again? You lost me at I Am Legend.
Okay.
I stopped listening after you
I'm
said
just trying to figure out what classifies.
I don't know what happened.
What truly classifies as zombie? Because I'm just curious to see what everybody thinks.
Well, I don't think you could call a vampire a zombie. Maybe undead. It's under the umbrella. But
Yeah.
I feel like, depending on if you're a filthy casual or not, like a Night of the Living Dead zombie is different than a 28 Days Later zombie, but you could say that they're both zombies. Now, us experienced pros could say that 20 Days Later is a sub-genre kind of. It's a zombie, but it's something different, obviously, because it doesn't follow the same rules. But the main difference between like vampires and zombies, there's a lot of differences, but one of them, vampire is like aware and sentient, and zombies are just, they're after one thing and to like spread their virus, or if it's a virus or not, and eats human flesh, in my
opinion. Yep. And I'm in the same boat Benda is, because for me, I mean, I'm showing my age a little bit here, but I used to read the zombie survival guide, and Romero's version of what zombies were and stuff like that is something that, zombies have lost what makes them, human and aware and things like that. And meanwhile, vampires and other things like that are, they're self-aware. They have the ability to communicate and to do those types of things. But then the 28 Days Later zombies and things like that, they still have their motor functions and things like that, but that branches more into like the subcategory of a virus that caused it, to happen and stuff like that. And they kind of kept their stuff going there. So yeah, I'm with you on that, Benda.
Finally, something we could agree upon.
What's up, Henry Bemis? I'm sorry. What's up, Henry? Glad to see you hanging out with us talking zombies. And it looks like Henry, 28 Days Later aren't zombies because they aren't dead. And I believe I read something like even the director or somebody said that they don't consider it a zombie movie.
And that actually makes sense. It's more like rabies, really.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. But I could see why somebody would categorize that as a zombie movie or like zombies.
What's up, Jeremy? Welcome. How are you doing, man?
Because didn't they even say it was called like the rage virus or something like that?
Yeah. All right, guys, hang on 1 second. But yeah, hey Jeremy, glad to have you with us. What is your take on zombies? Where do you fall?
My take on zombies. I heard a little bit of what you guys were saying. Yeah, what constitutes a zombie? Do they have to actually die and then be reanimated? And I do agree with that, I must say. You do have to at least go through some kind of dead phase to be a zombie, in my opinion. But it is an interesting argument with the infectious zombies as well. But I've always been a reanimated corpse type myself.
Nice. And what do you guys think? Fast or slow, or does it matter?
Oh, it
Mm.
matters.
Yeah, I was
It,
gonna say as far as what, like, what would we
Well,
rather
like your
not
favorite.
face,
Would you?
or
Yeah,
which do
like
we
would.
prefer?
Yeah, like what? I guess we'll go down. We'll start with Benda since you at the top. We'll go Benda, Dana, Jeremy, and then you, Johnny. What is like I guess your favorite style in the sense of are they fast, are they slow, or do you like them both? It doesn't really like you don't really care either way.
Well, I'd say I do like them both. But I guess if I had to prefer one, I would actually say the fast zombies. I feel like that is like it's pretty much just a regular zombie, but they made it for modern days, so they're more dangerous, and I feel like they're scarier. But I could see the argument like the Shamblers. That's a classic zombie, and they have the numbers, but they don't have the speed. So I do like that too. But if I were to pick one, I would say the runners are scarier for me.
All right, Dana, what you think?
Well, I am a big George A. Romero fan, and I love the slow zombies just because of the premise of they're a decaying corpse. Like they shouldn't be able to run at like the speed of light to be able to get to you, but a fast zombie is definitely scarier and more deadly because if you're out of shape, you're dead. If you can't outrun the zombie, you're dead. So I could definitely see how the faster zombie is definitely scarier, but I prefer the decaying, slow moving, that zombie of the traditional George A. Romero
I will
work.
say what I fucking hate, and everybody brings this up too, is World War Z zombies.
Yeah,
the
CGI
worst.
zombies make me fucking sick to
yeah,
my stomach. Are you
yep,
kidding me with that?
Well, we have
yep.
a clip.
Agreed.
No
Well, let's
offense.
get through matter of fact, after we'll get through Jeremy and Johnny real quick, and then I'll show some clips.
Okay.
So, starting with Jeremy? What's your? I think I know what yours is, but let's see. What's
Yeah,
your
well,
favorite?
honestly, mine changed recently. I must say, mine changed recently only over the last few years. I was always much like Dana. I very much prefer the George A. Romero classic style zombie because that's kind of where it came from, at least in our pop culture version that we know today. But then Kingdom came around on Netflix, the Korean zombie Netflix show, and I just loved those iterations of zombies, and it quickly became some of my favorites. So I like the fast ones nowadays.
Okay, yeah, and see, I like the original zombies as zombies. Some of the newer stuff with the faster zombies, I like them. I just can't put them in. To me, it's not fair to even compare them. It's almost like they're two totally different things.
Mm.
And so it's like, ugh. But I did get a clip of Kingdom, and I started, and just from clipping it, I did watch some of it, trying to get a good clip. And yes, I'm going. That is on my list for sure. I mean,
It's
y'all
a
already
great
kind
show.
of had me. It was on my list, but it's moved further up the list.
It's worth a watch. It's definitely worth a watch. If you're a zombie fan, just to see what they did with zombies and in the time era that it was
Yeah,
in. I love that it was a timepiece as
Mm,
well as dealing with zombies. And it was just, if you haven't seen it, you're missing out. You have to check it out.
nice.
I have not seen that one.
Hello, Kirby.
You'll
Kirby,
like it. You'll
welcome.
like it.
I
Welcome.
have seen Train to Busan, the first one I saw, which was really good. But then I saw like the trailer for the second Train to Busan, and it looks like a CGI World War
Trash.
Z. That's what made I didn't even watch it because I was like,
Peninsula was
what
trash.
happened?
same. That's why I haven't even tried to watch the second one yet. The trailer just looked
Same.
awful.
Yeah.
What about you, Johnny? Where do
Oh
you
man,
fall?
yeah. My very first experience with zombies ever was actually the movie Reanimator, where
Oh,
Great
that
movie.
was that was what kind of got me into the then into the Romero and everything else. And so now I'm much like Benda, man. I mean, there's just something that is so just terrifying about thinking like, oh, if the zombie hordes were, able to sprint and run and do these types of things and carry that's definitely the fear factor is there. Now, if you go with the nostalgia, and even just bringing up shows like The Walking Dead and things like that, where it's just a numerous horde of things approaching you that you're just like, oh my God, you see that coming at you, and it does give you that nostalgic factor. So I kind of see the pros and cons of both. But like if I had to choose, it definitely would be the fast zombies for me.
Actually, and
Nice.
somebody brought it up in the chat. Black Summer is actually a really good show.
Yeah,
You guys-
that's a good one.
Yeah, I actually like that better than The Walking Dead, even though it only lasts like 2 seasons. I thought it was better than The Walking Dead. I was invested
But
in
you
that
do
show.
you do know it's
It
the
was way
prequel
more
to Z
realistic.
Nation.
Like, yeah, Black Summer
Yeah, well,
is
Z Nation
definitely
sucks
something.
terribly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun.
Like,
It's
if
like
something were to happen with zombies, I feel like Black Summer is the most accurate depiction of what it would really be like. People just chaos all over the place, accidentally shooting each other. Like, it was really accurate.
That was good. I'm surprised it didn't go for more seasons. But yeah, Z Nation, I watched a little bit, and it was like funny and good, but I couldn't get into it.
Yeah. And I like this. BK asked us, and I'm going to throw this to those of us who have seen From. Are the
good
From
question.
creatures considered zombies? And we do not know fully if they eat people, but some of us do believe they do.
And we don't know what kind of process they went through to become these monsters. We think that they were human at one point, but did they die and then get resurrected like this? Did they go through some sort of metamorphosis? Yeah,
they
that's a
don't
good
come
question.
out during the
How do-
day, so we don't know if they're
Yeah,
more vampiric or if they're more zombie style undead.
Wait,
If
Ooh,
they're
a
even undead to
zombie
begin with.
vampire hybrid.
That'd be a whole nother conversation.
I thought they were more like demons, to be honest.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's the
What
vibe
does
I
the
got
monarch
too.
feel to them? Yeah.
Wait, Johnny, you fuck with From?
Yep.
Oh,
I told you, man.
Let's
Like
go.
dude, you got to stay with us, man. Our dude Jeremy,
Nice.
Jeremy in here, dude, he does an awesome videos and podcasts for From when we did the last seasons and the one coming up, man. You've got to join us. Like in the chat and stuff, like we
Yeah,
do
for
in the
sure.
Discord. I'm gonna send you a link to Jeremy's Discord later, but yeah. I think I already did, didn't you? Yeah, you joined us. Yeah, dude, we are just full on From fans. Like I don't know how many freaking
From
Yeah,
brought
and
us all
I'm new
together
to it
in the
because I
first place.
stumbled on it on accident.
From made our family.
yes. If it wasn't for From, I wouldn't be here today.
Actually, Johnny, I take credit for you watching From because
You do. Yeah, you should. Yeah, you're the one that turned me on to it.
You're
that
welcome.
But yeah, man, Jeremy, he's awesome, dude. Go check his videos out. I know he hates me telling how awesome he is, but honestly, dude, we just have fun over there. It's all because of the environment. But
Yeah, we try to have some fun.
We like to have fun here.
I'm just trying to catch up with the chat real quick. I've totally lost where I am. Okay, I know Kiwi, she totally thinks World War Z sucks. And honestly, I didn't even watch that one. Like I said, I got jaded after Resident Evil. Around Resident Evil, I started getting jaded with zombie movies.
Don't blame the games, though. Blame
I blame the movies.
Hollywood.
No, I blame the movies, but it wasn't just that. It was the whole thing that I think kind of followed with the infectious trend where we got just
Actually
dumped with zombie movies, and they were just kind of like the same thing to the point to where it just didn't feel
just like the vampire craze back when Twilight and True Blood and all of that was on. You just had nothing but a never-ending vampire craze.
Twilight and and True Blood are soft. Twilight can't even be considered vampire. Are you kidding me? Twilight is so pathetic. That's a podcast for another time, though.
Yeah, we'll have to do the vampire. Yeah, we'll do the vampire lore talk.
Yeah,
we'll add it to the list. We got Halo and we got the Mist, and then we'll have to do
careful. Your mom might not like you talking all that smack about Twilight.
My mother loves Twilight. My God,
it's terrible taste
movie. Yeah, it is. It's bad.
Henry Bemis says fast zombies are scary as hell if done right. If done wrong, it can come across as lazy filmmaking. Absolutely, because I feel like the fast zombies in general are slightly lazy in a sense that they're just fast. Like I don't know. It just doesn't put up a certain finesse that you would think with the other. Because of course, if there's already hordes of them, right? Because when I think of zombies on like the tier list of undead, you get these little skeletal creatures, and then you get the zombies, and you get like vampires, and then it goes up from there to like sorceress, and then like undead dragons and so forth, right? So the zombies shouldn't be as powerful as, say, a vampire. They should be less powerful. So with the infectious, they're so powerful that it's almost like they overpower the other suits that they shouldn't. And that's where it gets frustrating for me. But it doesn't mean they're not great. Like, I love the Resident Evil creatures, honestly. I just don't like to consider it zombies.
Yeah, but I never saw vampires and zombies in like the same movie, so they never clash. You know what I mean?
I know, but if they're that, but you got to think of how powerful like a these zombies are now compared to how powerful if a vampire was in there. It does not equate. It's not even fair. Like, now we're got the superpower of the vampires, and your vampires are going to be some mutated genetic.
Well, see, it's okay.
Which they probably already do that, but it's just, I don't know.
No, but it's okay for vampires though, because there's not hordes of them. So I do agree with you on that. Like, there's not thousands and thousands of vampires. Vampires are smart, and they eat their prey, and they know what they're doing. Zombies have no idea what they're doing, but their strength is that they have a lot of numbers. So yeah, if you have a lot of runners, I can see why that's kind of unfair. But vampires, there's only a few like vampires that would,
Mm-hmm. What's up, John Garner? I don't know if I've said hello to you, but if not, hello to you now. And if I did, hello again. Let's see. I'm just catch up real quick and make sure I didn't see anybody. All right, yeah. Vampires versus Zombies 2004. Okay, was that a movie? See, Bitey knows everything, man. If there's a movie or TV show out there, Bitey knows about it.
Vampires,
that is like my super source of TV and movies.
That sounds like a great sci-fi original movie. Vampires
Definitely
versus zombies.
sounds like a sci-fi original, yeah.
Or like Vamp NATO, just vampires in a tornado or something. But I'd watch it. I think vampires would win that.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, because vampires should win. Vampires should beat zombies hands down, because that would be the tier list.
But even runner zombies, because I'm assuming vampires could not be infected or be killed unless
but they could be overwhelmed, I guess. But that would be the only way. Because, like, all right, I used to play this game back in the day on PC when I was like 10. It was called Heroes of Might and Magic, and each castle had its own suit. It would be like the human, knights, and all. It would start from like the lowest little like dudes with the little spears, and your archers all the way up to angels. You would get angels.
Do you think me and Johnny don't know about Heroes of Might and Magic?
I'm talking about other people out there that may not have experienced the joy.
I thought you were talking about us. Okay, go on.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, you know what? Where's my clip? You're so good to keep my clip. I gotta find it. But
I
no,
thought you were explaining to us.
Right.
We don't need any explanation. We're fucking nerds. We're okay.
I'm gonna find it. Yep. You know what? I swear to God, if it ain't loaded up, I'm gonna load it up while we're talking, because I thought I had it on here.
Oh, what? Tell me to shut up clip? Is that what you want?
Yep, to tell you to shut up. That's right.
Well, I thought you were maybe explaining for us. I wanted to save you the time. That's all. Okay, you're explaining for everybody else.
But no, anyway, so yeah, the game, it pretty much gives you any kind of supernatural suit, and within the castle, and it's kind of themed around, one will be undead. I think one was like the jinns and stuff like that. And on the undead, it was ranked skeletons, zombies, vampires, and then you got like the skeletons that had like mystical powers, but they weren't your little dudes, with the helmets and little swords that you see on, what was it, Army of Darkness or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It irritates me, the fact that we're super powering them over what their suit actually dictates.
Well, that's just evolution.
But you're muddying up the water to the point to where now vampires are not as scary.
They could be, though.
Well, they could be, but they're not.
Right.
Not when you look at the zombies that we have, because honestly, all these zombie movies we have now with these crazy souped up zombies, I mean, I'd be more scared of the zombie apocalypse than the vampire apocalypse.
Actually, well, I don't know.
You don't know. See, you don't know. You got to think about it.
What you're just saying, though, remind me. Anybody see, what's that Netflix movie?
Oh, you were so lucky that somehow that clip did not get on here, but that's okay. I've got other things.
I was trying to save you time.
It's fine.
What's
I
that
just
one
have to-
movie? You guys know it's a Netflix movie. Zack Snyder directed it. There, it's
Oh
Vegas.
yeah, Army of the
Army
Dead.
of the Dead.
Yeah, that was shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan myself.
Well,
Yeah,
I like
my
Zack
co-host
Snyder.
liked it, but
I know a lot of people liked it, but there's so many like plot holes, and also the zombies like talked in it. Like, what is going on? Zombies are
Yeah.
communicating and shit. What is
they had a
happening?
hierarchy.
Now
They had a
that-
leader. And,
Yeah. Now that zombies talking to each other pisses me off more than the running zombies. Now that's crossing the line.
There's just certain things that zombies shouldn't
Right.
do. When you think of zombie, you think of the brain dead undead hordes. You don't think of this structured hierarchy of zombies that we see in Army of the Dead.
Exactly. The way you guys are talking about how running zombies ruin it, for me, talking zombies, I feel the same way. That
Yep,
completely,
definitely.
that's not a zombie anymore. That's not
Well,
a
they
zombie
consider
anymore.
Pet
That's just a
Cemetery
monster.
to be
That's a
zombies.
monster.
They consider
No.
Pet Cemetery to be zombies, and
Who
although they
considers
are
that?
reanimated, it is when you look up zombie movies, Pet Cemetery falls in the category.
I want to know who wrote that.
I don't
list.
agree with that. Matter of fact, when I seen it, it
Yeah,
quite honestly
that's-
offended me because
Yeah.
I mean, that's just. But that's what I mean by like in cinema and stuff muddying the waters, because now it's the same way with genres in general. When you go look up something now, even for horror, the stuff that or sci-fi is so like compacted with anything now. Like just anything can just about be sci-fi. So
Yeah.
I don't
When
know.
it gets to the point where anything resurrected is technically classified as zombie, zombie starts to lose a little bit of its gusto.
Exactly.
Mhm.
What's up, Crazy Mad? Glad to see you. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to get to you guys in the chat and do things. You guys are just awesome tonight. Honestly, so many of you guys come to hang out tonight. I'm so happy. And we're talking
hell
zombies. Yes, held the chat. You guys are awesome. Trying to see what you guys. Let's see. Percy says werewolves have a hard time with vamps. I can't see zombies messing with vamps. I couldn't. Honestly, they shouldn't be. But the way they're souped up now, I mean, I could easily see the zombies, the zombies of today, not the zombies that I think of that are falling apart and probably are just the only reason they have mass numbers is because of the grave sites being resurrected. And then on top of that, people, dying from them killing them. But with like what Resident Evil, I think you just get scratched. You don't have to die and you become a zombie.
Yep.
And so, like I said, Resident Evil killed it for me. And then there were some follow-ups. There's that just, I don't know, they start to really muddy the waters for me. And it kind of takes away the fun.
Well, I think I played a lot of Resident Evil games. I never really thought about it. But I think the reasoning is like either you get scratched or you breathe in the virus or whatever, and then you do die eventually. And then you wake up as a zombie. So technically, I think you do die.
Technically, I know it's such a technicality that it's like you have to, even the fact that it has to be explained that way. Like,
Well,
technically you die and then you're reanimated.
Listen
but
up.
I remember that one chick, she just kind of got a little scratchy. She was fine, and the next thing you know, she's like
wait a
full
minute.
on, like raging.
Back it up. Are you saying a bite is not like if you get bit in the arm, you should become a zombie eventually, right? It's the same thing because you get bit in the arm, you get infected, and then you die, and then you become a zombie. No?
Yeah, because it's a blood virus. So
Mhm.
that's the thing is it destroys everything. Like it destroys your central nervous system, everything, like shuts it down. So yeah, that scratch, that bite, whatever it is, if you get any of that in your body, like you don't amputate it immediately, like you're gonna change because you're gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we see Walking Dead play with that a little bit too, where people start chopping their arms off when they get bit in the hand
Right.
in later seasons.
All
Which
right.
was the only cool
can
part
a
of World War
zombie? How about this as a characteristic? Can a zombie evolve?
No, I don't think so.
Resident Evil zombies evolve to a degree.
No. If
They
you're
can't.
infected, no.
No, they don't. They don't.
I have
evolve.
Johnny, tell her. We both have PhDs in Resident Evil zombies.
Yeah.
What you're thinking of is like the lickers and the nemesis and shit.
Yep.
They're injected
Still
directly
part of
with,
it though, and that
No.
frustrates me
If
because they're
you
still
get
part
the-
of it. They're like from the same
But they don't.
I
source. They're
But
from
those-
the same source.
I'm
No,
getting
they're
heated
not.
now.
They're totally
Yeah,
different
Johnny,
viruses.
tell it, Johnny.
They're totally different viruses. You've got the T virus and the G virus, which
Yeah.
are completely two different things. But
Mm.
once a zombie becomes a zombie from that,
Yeah.
that zombie doesn't evolve itself. It reacts to the host specifically. And
Yeah,
that's
you're-
what causes them
Okay,
to
so
mutate.
in the one movie, like it's later down the line.
No,
I don't.
you know
I don't
what?
remember which
Don't
movie.
base it off
Yeah.
the movie. Don't
No,
base
but
it off
that's
the
what I'm
movie.
basing it off of, or the
It
movies.
is fair, I guess, Johnny, but I was always saying the same shit. The movies
What
are
I'm
shit.
trying to say is somewhere down the line, I do not remember which second, third, fourth, 25th Resident Evil movie it was, but I remember one of the zombies was actually using a goddamn cell phone, and that motherfucker learned and he evolved.
That's why I stopped watching. Honestly, I can't.
So
the
that's
Resident
where
Evil
the
movies
argument
are
came in
blasphemous.
because of how they do the movies. It's not the games. I don't have a problem with the game.
Yeah.
Okay,
when you said Resident
that's a
Evil,
fair
versions
point then.
that
okay,
when they
fair.
adapt these things and put it into
That's
Hollywood and they chew it up and they spit it out and they ruin whatever. I don't want to call it lore, like, oh, I'm just hoarding over lore or something, or it matters, because it doesn't completely matter. I don't mind adaptations.
No, but it does
they
a little bit.
completely do dirty up the lore.
When they completely destroy, I understand you got to change it for the movie or whatever, but when they completely just piss all over it, that's not cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
the Resident Evil movies are nothing like the games, especially those first early ones.
Oh, yeah.
Mila Jovovich, it's nothing. It's Resident Evil in name only.
Exactly.
That's fair.
And it's blasphemous.
It is. Especially that new show they put out.
Oh, that's even worse.
Horrible. I couldn't even get through 3 episodes.
Holy
You talk about a
shit.
misrepresentation and pure blasphemy about Resident Evil. What that show?
Mm.
Oh,
Don't
it
even
pissed me
get me
off.
started on that. You know, I go
That
on
was
rants every day
awful.
about that. That was not even, that was beyond awful. That was like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that
And
was
that's
like
too
if
bad
somebody
because
made,
yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say a well-produced live-action Resident Evil show could be good if they handled it right, but
It would be, there's great material there to do that.
yeah,
But holy shit. It's almost like they made a show just to piss off the fans and laugh.
Yeah.
Like it feels like
give me
that's
the
really what they
Leon
did.
series. Give
No,
me
I
the
really
Chris
thought
Redfield
like I found
series.
myself offended at that as a Resident Evil fan. Like I,
was
literally
offended,
was
and I still am.
I was so mad at that.
Yeah.
Look,
And then
honestly,
even with the movies
sorry,
later
go ahead.
on, they try to shoe in Wesker and stuff like that. It's like I just want something nice and simple. Give me a simple Leon Resident Evil miniseries. That's it.
Yeah, that would have been good. Or just there's so much, and it's great with Resident Evil too. They could make it a show, and really, Resident Evil is great to like expand and make the show kind of their own, but not do what they did. I don't know what that was, but it was disgusting.
Yep.
It was an abomination.
All right, you guys want to see it? Let's start with some clips because we've been talking a lot about them. Let's get ready to see some. We're going to start with let's see, 28 Days Later, because that one for sure is, I know, argued about whether it's zombies or not.
And lastly, meet Mela. Mela? Jim. Jim. Mela.
Keeping him alive.
That's way scarier than.
Yeah.
I remember when they had
Way
the Dawn of the Dead movie when they had, or no, it wasn't Dawn of the Dead. Maybe it was Day of the Dead, the cheesy ones where they had like that one zombie chained up and they were like trying to see if he could like learn and shit. That wasn't scary at all. This 28 Days Later, the chained up zombie was.
And then we get
when
this.
when the zombie picked up the camera and was like trying to take the picture.
That one was lame.
Oh my god!
And then it got mad because it couldn't fit the
It
like
got mad because you
triangle.
couldn't get the
in the
circle
pen.
and the square block.
I respect George Romero, but that one was lame.
Yeah. Well, and the thing I love about 28 Days Later with that is the way they change is so visceral and
Yeah, and
violent.
it happens in like 20 seconds. It's
oh
crazy.
my gosh, man! Like when the dad gets the blood in his eye from the
Yes,
crow.
the single
Oh,
drop.
yeah.
The
And then he's
single
sitting there and he's
drop.
like telling his daughter to get away, and then he just starts like twitching and convulsing and that. I'm like, that is awful.
See, that's a good evolution of the zombie. Like I know we don't really maybe consider it zombies if we don't want to, but that's like that makes it way scarier, I think,
Yeah.
or like way more intense. It's like intense.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna show this one just as a comparison, since I know everybody hates this one. So we'll see some bad zombies.
She'll get you out of here. She'll get you to your plane. תקריבי חיים בשביל להוציא אותו חי.
Ugh.
I mean,
Still-
to me,
still a-
thank you for saying that. I was trying to hold my tongue because I
Still
know
a dog shit movie.
well,
It
you
gives
know,
me flashbacks to season 8 of Game of Thrones.
I defend season 8. I defend it a little bit, but that's for another podcast.
Right.
For another time.
I mean, I don't defend it completely, but see, that shit for me, the 28 Days Later clip is way scarier just because
Yep.
CGI and also World War Z is rated PG-13. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hey,
So,
Dana.
Can you ever get a good zombie PG-13 style? I don't
can't
think
of
so.
one. No way.
I can't think of one.
Mm-mm. Hey, Dana, check private chat real quick.
Yeah, hold on.
Sure.
I gotta get some more vodka.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody
That's a
get a
good reminder.
refresh.
Refill.
Get a hit on anything you need to.
But I think what the big difference is too is you look at like it's another adaptation, like the game World War Z is actually a lot of fun. Like you get a lot, you can link up with friends and, you know, fight hordes of zombies and stuff like that. But seeing it adapted on the screen, it was just a CGI mess.
Hmm.
And I did not find a single aspect of that movie scary. And going back to what we were talking about earlier, if I'm going to watch a zombie movie, I want it to be scary. I want it to be like, oh my gosh, I wouldn't want to be in that situation, or, you know, the stuff like that with the 28 Days Later, Reanimator, things like that. So it's like, I can see what you were talking about with the overpowered zombies and all of that. But at the same time, when you look at guys that do it well, like with 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, all that stuff, they made it so like visceral and personal that you're like, oh my gosh, this is great.
Nice. See, I didn't even watch World War Z, to be honest with you. Like I said, I got jaded. So it's a lot of these that a lot of the picks that everybody had were really good, because going through and just looking at them, I was like, man, these are some good zombie movies that I probably didn't watch because of Resident Evil and stuff.
Yep. And that's what sucks too, is because now we have all these, you know, younger kids growing up on these movies, and that's like really what they know, unless they have, you know, some of us older people who have seen the movies back in the 70s and 80s and 90s and, you know, that stuff. And so that's all they're going to know is these like muddied down, just terrible movies. And so it's kind of something that's why I was like, man, I love talking about this stuff, because now it's kind of bringing this stuff up as people are going to go, and maybe there's people in here who haven't seen, you know, 28 Days and Weeks Later and haven't seen stuff like that. And it's like, do yourself a favor and go see it now.
Yeah, it's a good point. People growing up nowadays, they're seeing this is going to be their definitive version of zombies, and that's a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because then we get stuff like, we'll go to like TV shows. See, I got one for The Walking Dead and one for Kingdom.
I have a lot to say about The Walking Dead.
We'll start. All right, hey, we're gonna say hey to Crazy Mad, and then we'll watch The Walking Dead. What's up, Crazy Mad? Thank you for joining us. So we're gonna let you say your take a little bit on the zombies, and then we're gonna watch some more clips. So
Hello, my
what's your-
lasagna nemesis.
all right, y'all two. Look, all right, you're in two separate corners. Let's behave.
No, I still love you. You know that.
Yeah, I do.
But yeah,
Well,
crazy. What do you think?
where are we at? Where are we at in this conversation?
You could just like tell me like your general stance on zombies, and we were just kind of watching clips, so it's whatever you kind of feel.
I am a zombie nut. Like, I love zombie movies. They're like my favorite of the entire horror genre.
Okay, so what's your favorite then?
28 Days Later.
So you do consider 28 Days Later zombies? He's on my side.
I do, but Danny Boyle is the one that doesn't.
Mm-hmm. I know you put a few on there.
He considers it an outbreak movie.
Yeah. And see, that's where I draw the difference, I guess, too. It's just not the same. See, but you do like Dawn of the Dead and Shaun of the Dead. You did put that on.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead's funny.
Yeah, it's funny.
Shaun of the Dead's great.
It's good.
I heard they're making a 28 months later or 28 years later. I forget.
28 years.
In 28 years. They skipped the months. They skipped it.
They skipped
went
it,
right to the years.
Sorry, Johnny. There you are.
Johnny, you noob.
Well, we had 28 weeks, 28 months. I guess 28 years would have to be the next one if you're going.
No.
Nah, we didn't have 28 months.
Days and weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
Oh,
done
28 days, 28 weeks. Oh, yes.
That's why I'm saying they skipped months.
Sorry.
They skipped it.
Yep.
Yeah, Dana, do better. Do better.
Hey.
We don't expect much,
Right?
but come on.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really stoned. Like, cut me some slack. Okay.
I've been drinking since Johnny
I had
knows.
a
I do
crazy
this
night.
every
Drinking all day, playing Overwatch.
Me and Johnny are trashed right now.
Yep. Cheers, my boy.
Yes, cheers.
Well, puff to all my stoners.
Yes, happy 420. It's always 420 somewhere. And
Amen.
around here, pretty much always. But yeah, let's check this clip out. This is some Walking Dead.
I'm ready for it.
No, it's not too bad. I ain't gonna lie. I need to go watch The Walking Dead because it looks okay.
Let me
I
tell
don't know
you.
how the story is.
You never saw The Walking Dead?
No, because I don't like zombie movies drawn out. I felt like it was going to be more about like the other stuff.
It is.
Than the zombies.
I tapped out at like season 5.
But I mean, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that scene, where they're just chopping them up and stuff. That would have drawn me in, but I don't know what's past that.
No, the first 3 seasons are good, pretty solid. From there on,
I agree.
Yep.
just gets
Actually,
worse
I
and
didn't even
worse.
care. People say that season 2 was weak. I actually think I like that one the best.
Yeah.
And then
I
season
love
3.
season 2.
Season
Yeah.
3, I was invested, but when the governor, he was my favorite character. So,
Yeah.
and Herschel as well. They both got
Yeah,
dropped.
and David Morrissey's performance as the governor, I think, just
that was fantastic.
really,
Well, and
really
the human
stood out.
element they brought into it too, because like the battle between Shane and Rick and all the stuff like
Yeah.
that going on, and
It was
That's gonna
just
happen in the
enough.
comic.
But
Yep.
still,
Dana,
Actually-
I know her prejudice to this show is unreal. We're gonna have to let Dana like have her moment to
I
talk
am
about
prejudiced.
No, I'm with
against
Dana
everything.
on that too. The comics are
Like-
way better, and the show completely butchered the original source material. But I did like the Rick and Shane bit. I thought that was good.
yeah,
My
First-
problem with
first.
My problem with The Walking Dead is it's called The Walking Dead, and then the zombies became secondary.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
always
yeah.
that was
Getting kind of
always the case.
Yeah.
Kirkman, if you read the very first comic of Robert Kirkman's Walking Dead run, he literally says, he gives like a little note to everybody that the comic is not about the zombies.
Yeah,
the comic is about the human struggle that they go through, and the zombies are secondary. He literally states that in his comic book. It was not about the people versus the zombies. It was what people do in the apocalypse and how they are worse than the zombies. The zombies are just an obstacle. People are what you
It's all
really
about
have
the
to worry
people
about.
being the real threat. Yeah.
Yep.
I do
And
recommend
he
though.
literally states that. So you can't even say that, because when he's telling you that's what the comic is going to
Yeah,
be,
but
then don't read the comic.
Dana, let me tell you though, the comics probably did a good job with it. In this show, I was falling asleep. That's the difference. If they make it
Absolutely.
interesting, I'm down for it. If they didn't, like for me, I
Scott
mean,
Gimple
I
can
might
kick
be the wrong.
rocks.
I might be wrong because it was a very popular show when I tapped out way before anybody else. That whole Glenn situation, I was out way before that. But I was watching the show and I was like,
you needed Glenn to die. You needed Glenn to
I
die
don't.
in that
I
comic
actually
book.
I respected the show to kill off Glenn because I thought the show was going to chicken out. I respected that, but I know everybody was pissed off at that. I was season 3. I was looking at my watch. I was like, "There's no zombies in this show," and I hate that one girl that I think I really had it out for her because I did not care for her.
Glenn's death in The Walking Dead was equivalent to Ned Stark in Game of Thrones. You needed that to happen in order to get to the next of what Walking Dead was after that, and Rick lost himself in that moment. So I literally
you
told
have to establish
everybody,
Negan too, and you got to establish Negan as the biggest threat that they've come up against up until that point. So I understand the choice to kill off Glenn.
See, I don't understand. You guys don't have to explain it now, but I don't see any way. I know there's a show with Negan and what's her face. How are they like teaming up now after
Never
what
would
he
have
did
happened
to
in the
Glenn?
comics.
Like, how is that even? Like, I can't see any reasonable thing, any reasonable scenario where I'd be chilling with that dude now. I don't understand. But you guys don't have to explain it now. I don't really know how they got there, but that seems ridiculous to me.
don't either.
Here's what I mean about the zombies become secondary, though, Dana. I'm not talking about I understand your point there about him saying that, but you got season 1 where he walks into Atlanta and he gets surrounded, and that is absolutely terrifying. By season 3, it's like, oh, here's a horde of zombies. Chop, chop, chop. They're all dead. Like, there's no stakes there. Like, you totally killed all the stakes.
And we've talked a little bit about this in terms of From as well, and that's something that we really don't want to happen on From, where the monsters become a afterthought, where they kind of did at the end of season 2. Really, the whole second half of season 2, the monsters were very much a afterthought, and they weren't much of a threat. And that's something I really don't want to happen on From. The monsters that they have set up in that show should always be a clear and present danger. And so for that matter,
absolutely. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm agreeing with you because they do that to From, and they're gonna lose the audience they have.
I get what they were doing with season 2. Yeah, at the second half of season 2, they were going a little bit more. They're expanding the world a little bit more. They were introducing this new level of terror with the whole cicada nightmare entity thing. So the monsters had to take a little bit of a backseat. I get that. But I hope that doesn't become a theme every season. The monsters need to stay a big part of that show.
And they need to murder the daughter in that show because she's annoying.
I am hoping though that in From we get. I don't expect it in the first episode or even the second one, but somewhere around the middle point, maybe, or even earlier, that we get a good massacre since everyone's slightly scattered.
Yeah, they need to cut the numbers there.
Tabitha gone, and I'm assuming her family's going to be distraught, and they're going to be scattered, and then Boyd's off, with the dog in the woods. Who knows when he's coming back? Is he going to go off on his own little adventure somewhere? We don't know, and then who knows what's going to happen to Jade in the caves, right? Is he going to find something? Is he going to get possessed? Is he going to make it out? Does he find the monsters? Does he leave them? Do they follow him back to town? Like, there's so many things that they could do. I agree with you. I hope they give us another good massacre of some kind, because that's what they were waiting on. Waiting on them every time to mess up, right? Once their guard is down, that's when they strike. They know this. And that's why I relate them to the Pet Cemetery kind of monsters and from because of the fact that it's a hive like they know things about people who are dead they shouldn't know or just know things about you in general. So I wonder how much they're being controlled in general. So they should bring them back out. If they take them away in season 3 and put them on the back burner, that's going to be very tragic.
I hope
Yeah,
not.
it's gonna
I really
suck.
hope not. Well, that's what made season 1 so much better than season 2. At least in my opinion, I feel like from season 1
agree.
is worlds beyond season 2, because it had stakes, especially with you had the Colony House massacre, huge stakes, and then the death of Father Cautry is probably the most gut wrenching part of season 1. He was becoming a really great character. He felt like he had this great journey ahead of him with him, Boyd, and Sarah heading off into the woods to kind of find out what they could find out. And then boom, he gets taken in the split second. You lose Father Cautry, one of the main characters. I feel like season 1 had those high stakes where everybody was in danger. Where season 2, we didn't get any big deaths at all. We lost Smiley and we lost Tom the bartender. That's it.
Yeah. No, that Father Cautry one, that one was a good one. Oh,
yeah.
Because you really don't see that coming. Like it was just completely out of nowhere.
No, you were
It's like-
ready. You were ready for Father Caudry to just go out in the woods with Boyd
I
and like
know.
go figure shit out and go be like his moral compass. And then it was like, what the fuck did I just watch? What happened? Like what? He's dead. What?
And even when it was happening to him, the actor played it so beautifully because the look of shock and surprise on his face, he thought for sure that God had given him this divine mandate, and he thought for sure he had so much left to do. And the fact that he knew that he was dying in that moment, you see that look of just shock and surprise in his face when Boyd's holding him. Like his whole world was just shattered right in front of him. Not only is he dying, but he thought he had this, this big journey ahead of him, this destiny. And you just see that look of surprise on his face as he's dying. The actor played it beautifully.
I know. And they also liked it because when you say that, it makes me think, I wonder if his sort of blind faith kind of brought his guard down, because I rewatched that scene so many times to see where that monster came from, right? Because we were tracking the monsters, trying to figure out how the monsters are moving, you know, where they're at and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, she comes out of completely nowhere.
Yeah.
So it threw me off so bad. I'm like, man, if he was ready, he was so certain that he just walked out there without like even thinking about it. So yeah, I wonder if again blind faith is another downfall for our characters in our show.
So,
poor guys.
Do you think we need to lose a Boyd or a Kenny or a Jim even in season 3?
I think we definitely
The daughter's got to go.
need to lose Kenny for sure.
I second that.
She annoys me. She's so annoying, dude. So annoying. Actually, the son too. That whole family could get wiped out, and I'd be celebrating. I'd be that whole fucking family.
I mean, there's a good handful of, I don't want to call them secondary, but the people who arrived on the bus particularly that could die and it not be as meaningful. It hurts me to think of the main cast, like even Ethan.
You can't kill Fanny Pack Granny. She's got to stay.
Yeah, Fanny Pack
Well,
Granny's gotta
Jade and Boyd, I feel like are completely off right now. I feel like they have to survive at least
And
up
Victor.
until and Victor.
When you're naming
and
these names.
And I still think Ethan. Even I still think he's not done yet. But as far as like, I hate to say it, Donna, she might take it, or even
blasphemy.
I totally want
Elgin.
Donna gone.
Even
I-
Elgin.
Blasphemy.
I could see Elgin definitely being gone with the baby coming, and depending on if that baby is good or bad, them taking Elgin to get, closer to the baby or get him out the way. But go ahead.
The only guy I kind of like in that show is like the guy that's on the cover, the black guy. That's like the main guy.
Boyd.
And then everybody else, honestly, I'm rooting for them to die. Everybody else could die, and I would celebrate. They annoy me.
Go ahead, crazy.
If Boyd gets killed off, that's like the Ned Stark scene, man. Like that's the main guy, right?
Yeah, I don't see Boyd getting taken out right now. I mean, maybe somewhere down the line he could.
Well, then they got nothing.
But right now, no.
But you know me, down with Donna and down with Jim.
Oh, I'll agree with you with Jim. Jim can suck it.
Well, Jim's definitely on the list, particularly because of Tabitha's dream. We don't know him being like the hangman look, if he's literally going to be like falling down a cave hole somewhere, or he's going to pop through a faraway tree somewhere. Like, I don't know, on a cliff somewhere. We have no idea.
I just want the whole series to be about I can't remember his name. He goes, any of you guys fuck this up, you're spending the night in a box. That guy.
Jade.
Jade.
Yeah,
Jade. I want the whole series to be about Jade.
Yeah. No,
I
Jade's
feel like
the star.
Jade, Boyd, and Victor, they're not going anywhere anytime soon, I feel.
I will legit cry if they kill Donna.
They might though, because she's probably
I will
protecting
legit
Fatima.
break down and cry on stream if they friggin' kill Donna.
Well, I'm thinking people who are going to protect Fatima because she's got the baby on the way, and if they want to get their hands on the baby, Donna's very protective, Elgin's very protective. Of course, Boyd is, but Boyd's not going to be touched.
Not my Donna.
Oh man, I don't know.
I wanted to say this before. I hate to change the subject, but we were talking about The Walking Dead. If you like a good Walking Dead thing, the Telltale video game series of The Walking Dead is
That's actually pretty fun. Yeah.
I think it's better than the show, honestly. It's superb.
Yep. Agreed.
Anyway, carry
Well,
on.
no, thank you for getting us back onto zombies because we have trailed all the way.
I didn't mean to.
Deep down from. Honestly,
we go down the From rabbit hole. 4 hours will go by before we know it.
That's fine. I'm down with it.
Because I could talk about From.
I don't mind it. Yeah.
The only thing I have to say about From is I hate the daughter, and I hope she burns in hell. That escalated quickly.
Yeah, just a little bit. We'll get back on it, and I'll do a pick that I know Jeremy should like, and we will go with Kingdom. Let's take a look at some Kingdom.
Nice.
I never saw this show, but that just reminds me of, you know what I hate about zombies? This happens in every zombie show. Walking Dead is very guilty of this. Zombies are somehow sneaking up like assassins, like very, very sneaky. Like, have you guys noticed this? Like, someone will just be talking and a zombie will pop up like behind the dude from out of nowhere. Like, where did that zombie come from? Nobody saw this zombie walking across a fucking field, like shambling across a field. They're so invested in your conversation. The zombie pops up from out of fucking nowhere and just murders you. Like, where did he come from? Where? Like, and he was being sneaky? Like, is this a fucking assassin?
Yeah.
Fucking zombie?
Yep. Oh, that was. Did you not say that was a ninja? That was full
Randy
ninja.
Orton out of nowhere.
Yeah, and that scene in particular, if you see that scene in its entirety, you'll see how the zombie manages to kind of surprise people in that moment. But no, I see what you mean. That so many are guilty of that. That show included.
I haven't seen that show, so I can't. Like, I didn't know where that guy came from, but that just reminded me. It happens in The Walking Dead all the time. Like, a dude's talking and like point his finger or something, and a zombie will like chomp his arm. It's like, where and how? Are you fucking deaf? You couldn't hear him like sneaking up on you? Like, what?
Yeah, you didn't hear the shuffling of the freaking,
It's not like they have tactics or anything. The dude is fucking.
None of you people had my back and saw that shit behind me. You couldn't warn somebody. You couldn't give me a heads up.
Yeah,
hey, look behind you.
Yeah. If you're in the Halloween Ends movie, though, you don't warn me. You just say, yeah, you're in it too. What the fuck? Anyway, I digress. Conversation for another time.
Yep.
No, but Kingdom's great. Kingdom's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that one out. And like I said, I don't know why I can't figure out how to share my screen properly to show my Twitter. But what I can do is tell you guys we got someone on here that gave the pick Zombies versus Strippers. Now, I have not seen that one. I'll leave that up to the gentleman.
Oh, that's an hilarious movie.
Or Dana. Or Dana, as a matter of fact.
You know,
it's funny. I will let you say if you were asking the guys, it is actually quite funny.
Dana, Jen Jameson and Robert Englund, I believe.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dana, you know that Robert Englund is in.
Yeah, I know, and I dealt with it. I dealt with
Dana
it.
fucking hates Freddy. It's really unreasonable how much she hates Freddy.
Oh, I love it. You know what I love about this the most tonight is we were getting some good picks that I haven't seen, so I love it because we're gonna do some good watch parties coming up.
Nice.
Kingdom is fantastic, Scarlett. Like,
I know.
Yes.
It's shameful. I
Yes.
think it was the subtitles, but honestly, Shogun kind of got
Well,
me
there's a
over
dubbed
that.
version. There's a
Yeah,
good
there's a
that,
dubbed version.
the dubbed version of
Okay.
Kingdom is actually really freaking good too, because it's all of the actors saying their lines in English. It's not like some weird speaking dubbed version. It's all the
I
real
don't
actors
know.
saying all of their lines in English.
I
Oh,
was about to
that's
say,
sweet. And then I mean, like I said, since we've been watching Shogun, the subtitles don't bother me as much as I thought
Yeah,
they would.
I like
So
the subtitles
yeah,
myself personally.
I usually prefer
I usually
subtitles.
do like them. Yeah, I usually like subtitles, except for when I'm having to like super focus and read and watch.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie, man. When I
Yeah,
watch Shogun, I'm watching it on the computer and I'm like sitting like I don't know 2 foot away from the screen just so I don't miss anything, and then have to watch it the second time to say, okay, yeah, I didn't see that, but I was reading and I didn't catch that, but now I caught that. Now I don't have to read because I knew it was already said.
the thing for me is though, if they dub something, they pick the worst voice
The worst.
Oh
actors
man.
I've ever
Worst.
fucking
Yeah,
heard.
Yep.
It is terrible. It takes me out of the whole show. I can't watch it.
it's bad. It's bad, but Kingdom is surprisingly good. The dubbed version.
I'll have to check it out.
yeah, it's really good. All of Us Are Dead.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You need to
Yes,
check.
that one. As a matter of fact, I think I have a clip for that one.
Is that a show? I thought you were just saying that. I was like, we are?
We're
Yeah.
gonna watch. Matter of
We're
fact,
in the Matrix. What's it?
Yeah.
all of us are dead. I will play that, and then I'll let Dana and Crazy Matt talk about it. All right, Dana, you want to go first? Tell us about it.
They're like, when their bones crack as they're like transforming, and it is just such a great movie. And this is definitely an infectious movie. So they are infected with a virus that turns them before reanimation. But I still love this TV show.
Yeah, it looked good when I was looking for clips. So yeah, that one's on my list. Like I said, y'all got a lot of good ones that everybody has picked, and my list keeps growing. You guys, I don't know if I have enough
Yeah, I haven't
hours to
seen
watch
that
all this
one.
stuff.
That one's new to me.
I know. Oh man, Dana,
Yeah, I
and I'm
never saw
sure
that.
Crazy Mad, man, the Asian horror that these guys come up with and show us is
Yeah,
absolutely
I mean,
just good.
Asia's killing it lately. It's they're producing far better stuff than we are here in the States.
Yes.
Mhm. What about you,
I'm a
Crazy?
huge fan of Asian cinema.
Oh yeah, I love this series. Dean actually turned me on to it. It's about this high school. It's a group of high school kids, and this high school gets infected, and it just shows them like it's a wild journey. It's one of the better. I don't know, this Korean zombie. They do it right. They do it right.
Yeah,
They do
no,
it.
it looked good. I loved that clip. I think it showed it in there where like the nurse or whatever, the school nurse gets infected. She runs out and just pow right into the damn wall. I'm just like, yes. It's like, yes, that sold me right there. I was ready to go.
Good. But Trade King has a good question, and I see B4 already gave his answer, and I tend to agree. But yeah, the Evil Dead Deadites, do you count those as zombies or demons? I always kind of thought they were more demons, but
Let me see. I'm trying to find now. Where was it, BK?
I love Evil Dead, especially even like the remake. I thought, and the 2013 remake, not that new shit. And the new one wasn't too bad, but
Well, I could kind of consider it if you consider the way that zombie lore or part of zombie lore would go, in the sense that they're reanimated through some form of witchcraft and or demons, whether it be Sam Hain raising them or a powerful witch or some version, of demons. Because I think even Dana, let's see, did I have that? I don't know if I had a clip of that one or not. Didn't you have one that was like that, Dana, where it was demons you were telling me about? Wreck, yeah, I think I have a clip of that.
Wreck is zombies, bro. What are you talking about, Dana?
Yeah, but they are demon zombies. A demon raises those zombies, and it's to get rid of them. You could actually exorcise them out of the person.
Okay. Ash versus Evil Dead, Betrayed King. Yeah, the way they rose the dead with the Oh, I know the name of the book too. That's Necronomicon. Oh my God,
the Book of the Dead, found in human flesh.
I know that's shameful. I know that too. Guys,
no, Wreck is another good series. If you haven't seen it, it's definitely a good series.
A series?
Wreck,
you mean the movies, or is there a TV
the
show?
movies. I'm sorry, the movies.
Okay, you scared me. I thought I didn't know about the TV show or something.
Quarantine is its American version.
Yeah.
And they switched it because the American version made it an infection. It made it a disease like rabies, to where Spain made theirs about demons. So you have to kill the head demon, the demon that brought all this on, to kill the infection. So, but you learn about that after the first movie. You get more into that into the second movie, and they start to delve into it more when the priest gets involved with it. But like I was explaining to Scarlett, in America, we're more scared of a virus. In Spain, they are more scared of the devil and demons.
Well, wait a minute. Yeah. Well, yeah. I thought I had a lot to say, but yeah, I agree with everything you just said, I guess.
Well, here, we'll watch it and let's see.
I'm scared of being possessed.
I think
for a zombie movie, I don't know. I think I prefer. That is scary.
And it's a found footage too, I think. It kind of comes off of that found footage vibe, which, I thought that was a good pick from Dana just to show a little different zombie action.
That's way scarier than World War Z for me.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Definitely.
No contest. No contest.
What was that one that you just pulled up?
Wreck.
REC, like record.
Is it a movie or is it a series?
Movie. It's got a lot of sequels too.
There's 4.
J.J. Abrams did the quarantine version.
I like that one too, actually.
And they actually tell a cohesive story. Like the first movie and the second movie literally take place right one after the other. And then the next 2 movies, they're actually two things that are taking place at the same time. One is at a wedding and then one is somewhere else. And then they finish the series on like this ship and they bring back the original girl and they finally like deal with the demon and get rid of it. But it tells a cohesive story. Like you could watch all of the movies and not be like, oh, these sequels suck. They're not as good as the original, but they at least keep to the story and they're really good.
I feel like the demon stuff makes it just like you said. I feel like it makes it a little more cheesy, even though I think The Exorcist is the scariest movie of all time. With zombies, I feel like it's scarier if it is a virus for sure. The whole demon thing, that just, I don't know, it seems a little cheesy.
Well, the demon spreads itself like a virus. So once it infects one person, if you get bit or anything like that, it then spreads to you, and that's it. The demon can basically now control all these zombies. Like there's a scene in the second movie where the priest is trying to exorcise the kid because they have to find the main demon to stop it. And like, so you see like this full exorcism and like the demons just messing with him. And he basically says, like, I control them all. You'll never be, the further I spread, the harder you'll be able to find me.
But like zombies shouldn't be able to talk. I don't like that.
The demon's talking through it.
Yeah,
See,
but
that would make it like Pet Cemetery slightly, wouldn't it?
yeah, a little bit. Or
The
Evil
the
Dead.
person's not talking. The demon is controlling
That's
everybody.
what
but
Pet
still.
Cemetery was. The Wendigo was talking through them.
I feel like
it was like controlling them.
to be a zombie, you got to be like mindless. I know it's possessing him. That's possession. That's a different thing. Maybe it's under the similar like umbrella, but I feel like to be qualified as a zombie, you need to have no control over your motor function. You got one job, and that's to eat people and infect.
I kind of agree with Bendo on this one.
Thank you.
You guys can't start
He's like, I
against
hate
the
to
girl.
admit it, but I actually agree with this guy for once.
But
Well,
no,
it
like,
was
that's why
just a
I said
case-
it's hard to know, right? Because like when you're talking about zombies, and now with all these different versions, it starts. You want to get real technical about it. What is a zombie? Because I mean, they've put a lot of things in the category of zombies, especially with movies. Movies in particular. There's so many of them.
I think for me, you were saying the walkers versus like the runners. I don't think it matters if you walk or run, but if you start talking and shit, that disqualifies you from zombie. Now you're possessed or you're something else, but you're not a zombie anymore. If you're
I don't know.
sentient,
In
I don't think you
simplest terms, I would say an undead person, right? Like rise from the grave. That's a zombie.
Yes.
but then a vampire would be qualified as that as
Yep.
well.
Yeah, that's true.
That was part of the debate. That's why I brought up
that's the point you
vampires.
came in, I think, yeah.
Because that changes it, right? Because we start talking about the pet cemeteries. Well, because they're technically reanimated, right? Is it just the reanimation that classifies as zombie? Because then you can start adding any undead to that, right? I mean, because they're all technically reanimated. I mean, are the White Walkers, those are considered zombies?
The whites, yes. The White Walkers,
Not
no.
the main four dudes. Yeah, exactly what you just said, pretty much.
Okay. I figured they would be, or the lesser dudes, not the higher dudes. But yeah.
Yeah, they're basically ice zombies.
Okay. So then you get ice zombies, and then you get fire zombies, and then you just get some weird hybrid hellhound zombie, which I guess those are zombies too, but I would consider them a higher class than a zombie. Is a hellhound? I mean, it's technically some sort of dead dog.
Is that in Game of Thrones? I forget that part, honestly.
What, hellhounds? Those are just in lore in general. They're in supernatural. They're in
If we're talking about like Resident Evil zombie, they're just
they have
dogs.
like a hellhound sort of.
Well, yeah, but they're not like from hell or anything. They're just zombie dogs.
You're talking about like the hellhounds from Supernatural.
Because they're based off of actual real hellhounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like demonic pit bulls, a little bit different from the Resident Evil dogs. Yeah.
I know, it's so hard. It's just so hard because it's like once you start like breaking down the zombie genre, you can fit them in so many different categories. So I could see why they're just kind of all thrown under the umbrella of zombies. But it's like if we gotta always just respect the first. And George A. Romero always gave us what a zombie was, and they are undead, rose from the grave type of creatures. And like to me that's a traditional zombie. Like if we're going traditional, you have to have died and then in some way come back.
I would say that hoarding, like hordes of zombies, has something to do with it too.
Yeah, strength in numbers. But Dana, let me ask you this, because I probably watched the original Night of the Living Dead like 20 years ago. If a zombie bit somebody on the arm in that movie, would they become a zombie if they got bit on the arm?
Yes.
So that person didn't technically die, though.
I think they die and then turn.
Right, that's what I was saying earlier. So it's not like when you were saying they're dead, I was thinking like they raise from the grave, and some of them do or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you get bit on the arm, your body dies, and then you become. So yeah, I could see that.
And Betray King, no, not real as in real life hellhounds, real as in the lore. It's based off the lore of them. But let's see. We got some other clips. Oh, and let's see. I'm just looking at one of the other picks we got on Twitter was Reanimator, and that one came from. Oh, I know I'm gonna say your name wrong, dude. If you're listening, I'm so sorry. Sashamon Skull. Oh, I know I didn't do that right. But thank you, dude, for your pick of Reanimator. And it is
Great
H.P.
pick.
Lovecraft. I'm sure I was gonna say I know Jeremy's gonna have plenty to say
Yeah,
about
you
it.
know me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
let you go for it, man, because you are probably the
Oh
expert.
no! It's just. I mean, H.P. Lovecraft's work is so hard to adapt on screen, in particular, just because a lot of his atmosphere and the tones and the monsters that he conjures up, it's more of sometimes an existential threat than an actual monster. Although his monsters are absolutely hideous at times. But no, Reanimator is one of the better adaptations of his work. I thought it was a really fun movie. I haven't seen that in forever. I got to watch that again.
I know, like, there's so many of these that I know I've seen it, but then I'm like, I don't even remember it because it's been so long. We got to catch up. We got to rewatch. We need more hours in a day. We need to tell us whoever's in control of that. We need to fix that pronto. We got lasers and stuff. Can we fix time?
I can't find you on Twitter, you noob.
It's Scarlet Fever 88.
Oh, yeah, well, that makes sense. You should put
It's in
that
the description. I think it's in the description.
I don't read descriptions.
So yes, guys.
You should put that in your Discord profile.
Look, I'm learning, and I'm even gonna learn Twitch at some point. It's on my to-do list.
Don't even bother with Twitch. It's annoying.
So just come in there and take all your sports now.
You're able to get away with a lot more on Twitch than we are on YouTube.
Oh yeah, Twitch does not know how to. Like YouTube has a whole freaking system that's just automated, and Twitch is a little far behind.
Because you just be rocking out to your music, and we would totally get axed for that.
It deletes it in the VOD. Like if you go back and try to watch it, it'll mute. But yeah.
Yeah, they already told me mine's. I got to figure mine out at some point, but we ain't monetized yet, so I don't think it matters. We good. We good for now. It's all good. We're safe.
Henry,
yes, I was gonna
bringing up some Ed Wood, man.
Yes, and I was about to get to that comment. Thank you. But no, this is good. I like this because we get some alien action. I don't think I remember playing 9 from Outer Space.
Well, it's
Aliens
one of them
Raise the
movies.
Dead.
It's considered the worst movie ever made.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty cool though. I mean, Aliens Raising the Dead.
Still to this day, I've never seen it.
Cool idea, terrible execution. Yeah, see, okay, well, yeah, sounds pretty good. We need
It's
to
not.
maybe they could remake that. Since we're gonna remake so many things.
It's not.
It's not. Oh man.
No, it is the worst movie ever made.
But it sounds like a good idea though.
Is it worse than The Room though?
I mean, they can remake it and actually make it good, right?
That's a good comparison, Benda, and it's on par.
The Room is freaking spectacular. In a very bad way, but
it's so bad.
Is it as bad
exactly.
in the good way as Killer Clowns?
No,
Killer Clowns is awesome.
Clowns is aware. Yeah, Killer Clowns is aware of what it is. I cannot find you on Twitter for the fucking life of me. It's Twitter's fault because I'll be typing in Scarlet Fever 88 and it's just not working. It's just not working. I'll follow you later. But anyways, how dare you compare Killer Clowns from Outer Space to The Room? They're way different. Killer Clowns is a work of art and The Room is shit. But The Room is like...
I just need to get a rise out of it.
Yeah, The Room is beautiful shit. It's funny to laugh at and stuff. It's so bad it's good, but Killer Clowns is just great. I don't even know what the problem is. It's fantastic.
Shorty is
you just wait till
amazing.
we have our Chucky conversations. You're gonna hate me by the end of them.
If you don't like Chucky, I think we're done here. I think we're done. With you and Dana,
You know, it's not
saying
even
the
that I
wig-
don't like Chucky. It's that I know how much you love Chucky, and I know, like, I don't actually. I love all the Chucky movies, but I could argue the other side. Like, I could totally argue how Chucky is like the worst villain
Benda,
ever.
what did you
and
get me involved
killed
in?
across the room. Like, what kind of
Johnny.
crap is this? How does this doll possess so much power?
Johnny, are you getting fucking
And
like?
then
Are you getting as heated as me right now? Do you
But
have
then
to
you get
smash
into
a
where
keyboard?
Chucky ends up, having
He's
his
an-
little marriage and his kids.
It's
What the hell
well,
happened to
that's different
Chucky?
though. That's if you want to discuss that. He's an
We'll
I'm
save
gonna
it. We'll
have to
save
report
it.
this stream
Predator.
for hate speech because that yeah.
Chucky is
Oh.
an ambush predator. That's for another night, though. I have many, whatever questions you have about how Chucky is so effective, I got your answers. How dare you? How dare you, Scarlett? Look at that. Dana,
Where's your shame bell, Benda? We need that.
I wish I could play it right now. Yeah, you should get a shame
I've been
bell,
asking
Scarlett.
Jeremy to get us one.
I gotta
Jeremy
make
has
it.
gotten us a
I
shame
got
bell
you a
yet.
shame bell. Yeah, I'll send her
No.
over.
I'll make
Actually,
one. I
yes.
just look, man.
I don't know if
there's
you ever
only
heard me
so
playing
many
that during
hours.
stream, but it's the shame bell from Game of Thrones. You know when
That's the
Cersei's
one I
walking through
use
the
too.
square.
Yeah, that's the same.
Shame.
If I have access to that, I might get a little crazy with it. I'm just going to be shaming people. Nope.
Yep.
Shame.
Oh yeah.
Shame.
If I had an actual bell, I'd be ringing it every 2 seconds. I'd be like, "Oh, you like this?" And I don't. Shame. How dare you like something that I don't?
But yeah,
What
no,
about-
I do like Chucky though. I'm just fucking with you, but I can talk some trash about Chucky if need be.
And that's good. You could play both sides. What about The Last of Us, guys? What do you think about The Last of Us TV show?
Nah, first episode was great. The rest was less so.
Sorry.
All these motherfuckers, they're drinking the Kool-Aid with Last. I mean, it's good, but it's not better than the games. And also,
Nowhere near better than the game.
I'm not even gonna go. Have you watched Scarlett? Have you watched Last of Us?
I've heard of it. I do not think I have seen that one.
Well, it's actually Dana. You too?
No, I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think about it?
Not knowing much about the game, I can't speak from a comparison standpoint, but I definitely liked the first episode, but I don't know what it was. Like after that, it just lost it for me, especially when they got to like the drowned out scene about the side guy who lost his like lover or whatever you want to call him, and like I didn't understand much from it.
But the game loves shit like that. The game loves shoehorning dumb shit like that in as well. And not that it's dumb shit, but they love shoehorning it in just to get attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in the game, it's a totally different storyline. By the time you get to him, it's totally different. Not only do they not both die, but in the game, his boyfriend had already fucking left him because he was tired of him being a fucking crazy maniac. They changed so much from that show to from the game to the show. It's not even funny. But I did like the first episode. The intro sequence to the first Last of Us game, the act of Joel getting out of the city while everything is just falling to hell is one of the best opening sequences to any video game I've ever played. So it was vital that they get that right on the show, and they did for the most part. But everything after that was just
I'm always saying,
didn't it win awards? Didn't like the actual story win some awards and stuff?
Well, The Last of Us, even though I have a lot of problems with it, it is superb storytelling and it's a great video game, both 1 and 2. But 2 is kind of shit, but it's still good. But the show is literally like all they have to do is the video game is so spectacular and video games are so advanced nowadays. It's like, what do they even have to do for the show? They could just literally just put the video game on the show and it's already written for them and their job is done. And why would I rather watch the show than play the video game if I already played the video game? That's my stance on it.
The first game was absolutely amazing. The second game, the gameplay is fine. It's the story was meh.
Yeah, I agree. If you guys, I'm not one of those guys that's like crazy about it, but I don't want to spoil anything. But prepare to get pissed off in season 2, guys.
Nice.
If you don't know what
Good
happens
to
in
know.
the game, get ready to get enraged.
Oh, people got so crazy over that when that fucking first happened.
I was more pissed about the ending of the game, actually. Like, I know everybody was pissed off about the one thing, and I was pissed too, but
I wasn't mad enough to not play the rest of the game.
Right, the
though.
game is still spectacular. Right, the game is still amazing.
Yeah, the mechanics of the game are still fun. All of it is still fun to play. It's just story is not quite on par with the first.
But
Also,
I'm with Jeremy on The Last of Us. I actually really enjoyed the first 2 episodes of The Last of Us, but everything after 3 was so downhill. Like,
yeah, I can't even put my finger on it though. Like I same thing. Like the first time I tried to watch it, the first 2 episodes I was down, and then I don't know, I just kind of lost interest.
it's to me, they put their messaging in it. Like the
You
third
see, y'all
episode,
aren't selling me on this. I'm sitting here trying to get on board, but it doesn't sound like I should be watching this.
Yeah, well, no, it's worth it though. But go ahead, like it's not bad, but you should play the
The
game.
clickers
Really.
look good. I will say that the clickers on the show look really
The
good.
concept of the zombie was definitely interesting because they took it from real life, and there's actually those ants that like exist, and that's a real thing that they're worried about.
Yeah.
Is what
It's a real
happens if this
virus, yeah.
fungus like does transfer to human, but our bodies are too hot, so they can't. But if they adapt to the warmth, then that's basically kind of like what it would really be. Because if you've ever seen the specials on those ants, how the stuff actually
It's
does start to
terrifying.
grow out of
And
them.
that's what's scary about it. It's not an infection. It's a fungi. It's an
And they actually have a zombie movie of that. The girl with all the gifts. They consider that a zombie movie, and it is a mutated form of a fungus.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the cordyceps virus it's scary. I mean, if that were to survive in a human host, it'd be a nightmare.
And I don't know, that movie might be based off of that. I mean, I watched it, but I didn't like pay attention too closely to it.
And there's,
But when
like,
I
no
went
medicine.
looking through, they had that movie as one. Because when I watched it, I didn't consider it a zombie movie. But then going through, and they were like, "Oh, that's a zombie movie," and I was like, "Oh, but it's just a mutated fungus." And then that's probably what it was about, because it ended up like growing everywhere.
And that's
like
exactly what the
hive-like with
cordyceps
all the
virus
people, I
does too.
think.
Yeah,
Mighty
it
says
starts
a hard-
mutating everywhere, and it looks like these big. It legit looks like these big fungus mushrooms all over the place. And I will say one thing for the show: they get the aesthetic of the world near perfect, and that's the game has some really great visuals in terms of painting a very realistic looking post-apocalyptic world that has been lived in for decades. And the show did do a pretty good job at conveying that. The world looked pretty accurate to the game, so the aesthetic was good. A lot of the stuff on the show was good, but there was just too many changes from the source material.
See, me coming from like the Resident Evil fucking Netflix show, I was actually pleasantly surprised with how close, in comparison, that Last of Us followed the freaking game, because Netflix just pissed all over Resident Evil, smiled while they did it. That was, I don't know how they could do that with a straight face.
I didn't even watch that, and I'm so glad. Well,
don't
Resident
do it.
Evil killed everything for me, anyways.
Well, yeah, but don't blame the games though. But
I don't blame. No, I still like some. Like, I haven't played every game, but I've played a few, and the games are fun. But
and now they're pissing on The Witcher as well, but that's also a conversation for another night.
Well, they don't know how to do adaptations to some, especially these games and comic books or just like novels and stuff. Like, I don't even know if you can put all these, like, as much as people want, like, even with a Halo, I do want to see Halo on the big screen, but how they do it matters, because when they try to do these full long series, I swear they screw it up every time. And they screw up movies more than anything.
A lot. Well, movies are kind of hard though, because you only have 2 hours. TV shows have a full season, and they could use the books and all the content and the video games that are provided, but they just don't. They just fucking don't. They're told not to. They're like, just write your own fucking shit.
Well, now we're gonna get the AI version, which is even worse. Like, what was it? I saw on YouTube this thing overseas. I think it was in the UK. I'm not exactly sure, but it was like a Willy Wonka thing. I don't know if y'all seen it on YouTube. But the dude like sold this shit like it was gonna be this big, huge, elaborate Willy Wonka imagination adventure thing.
Yes, in Scotland, right?
It turned out to be like the worst experience ever. Even the actors were like, the script was full AI. It was just nothing but gibberish, and they were made to just like improvise. with this stuff, and it was the worst thing. I'm still watching videos because they're still kind of like talking about it, and the actors and stuff are coming out and kind of saying their experience with it. But no, that just shows the laziness though that people are putting into media now, and it's just so sad.
I don't see how AI could have done a worse job than what the writers of Resident Evil did. I just don't see it. There's no way.
I don't know.
It shows like that I'm surprised that even get greenlit. It's like, who okayed this thing to
that I don't know. That's
greenlit
what
in the first place.
I asked myself that question many times. That is some weird, wild stuff.
I got one more clip, I think, of zombies, and I know this one was Aldis's pick as well as I know Dana picked it. I think there were some other folks who picked it, so this was a good one. The Train to Busan. I have not seen that one, but that one when Dana told me about it, and then even Aldous, I'm putting that one for sure on my list. I love
another banger.
That's a good movie, yeah. That's a fun one.
You ever notice too how fucking zombies like running at somebody and they somehow like I don't know what you do in real life, but somehow they
Freeze.
just bite. Is that? I mean, I guess that's what they do in the fucking movies and shit. But when you just like roundhouse kick them or something, I don't fucking know. You're just gonna let them bite on your neck. You're not gonna push them off when they're on your neck as well. I feel like once a zombie, I mean, I guess we could argue that they have some sort of zombie toxin that like paralyzes you. But if if somebody bit you on the neck, wouldn't you like throw an elbow or something to get them off? Everybody's just kind of just accepting their fate, and it's like I'm gonna be a zombie now. Like what is that shit?
Yeah, they just scream and die. They don't even fight
exactly.
back.
Come on now.
Do not dishonor zombie.
I mean, geez, come on. We got sneaky zombies sneaking up on people with them not even aware, and then when they do latch on, they're like, "Oh my god, I'm being bit right now. What do I do?" How about pushing that bitch off? I mean, come on now. You ever think of that?
Well, we know you're ready for the zombie apocalypse, no doubt.
To be
I'm
fair,
confident.
Like if you were outside coming out of the bar or something, and you just saw some person running at someone else and then jump on them and bite them, you'd pull out your phone and be like, record.
I wouldn't, because I'm not a fucking scumbag, but probably everybody else would. That's society nowadays.
And then you'd be like, what the F?
I'd probably stand there and be like, why aren't you pushing that person off? Like, why are you just going to get bit? Like, what's going on? Yeah, you got to record it. We would know that the zombie apocalypse was happening right away because the first person to get bit, everybody would just be surrounding them, recording what is happening instead of helping.
Yeah. I was trying to find one more. I know I had a Shaun of the Dead clip, but I swear, I don't know. Stuff's not going to work right tonight. And I know I had it loaded up. Maybe I just don't see it. I'm blind. That's absolutely possible. Oh, it was the one you wanted to, Dana. Okay, let me see if I don't have it. I might have to reload it back up. Let's see, because it didn't want to give me all my stuff tonight. I don't know. It didn't want
We're
me.
gonna go to the Winchester and wait for all this to blow over.
Oh my god!
Every time I do my little cheers, like I'm always thinking of that scene from Shaun of the Dead. Go to the Winchester and wait for all this to blow over.
We're gonna go to mom's. We're gonna kill the dude. We're gonna go to her house, get her, and then we're gonna go to the Winchester.
Yeah,
classic.
No, Shaun of the Dead's good.
I love that he goes and plays video games at the end with his buddy.
Yeah, in the shed. No, great movie. The comedy in that is just genius.
Let's see. I think I might have found it. It's got loaded it. Hopefully this is the right one. It looked like the right one from the timestamp. It's getting there, but yeah, Shaun of the Dead's pretty funny. Yeah, all right. I think it's the right one. Here we go.
Get higher, baby. Get higher, baby. Get higher, girl. What's he do? Just say bass or freeze. What a tip.
That's my favorite scene of the whole movie. I love that part.
That's a good one, Dana. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I liked it even better than the one I was gonna do. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna do that one. That was good.
That was the one I hoped you played too.
Yeah, because y'all can all thank Dana for that because that was her pick
When they're
flip.
flipping through the records and they're like, no, keep, throw it. And they're like going through the records to figure out like which one to throw, and the zombies are just like inching their way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one's a good one. That's a good fun one. A good zombie comedy.
Yes.
What about like what was it? Zombie Apocalypse? I think no, is it that one? What's the
How
other
do you guys
comedy?
feel about Zombieland with Woody
Zombieland.
Harrelson?
Yeah, that's the one. Zombieland.
I love Zombieland.
Yeah,
All he wanted was his Twinkie.
he did. I know, it's so sad. Poor guy. That's the saddest thing ever.
Johnny probably knows how I feel about Zombieland right now. I fucking hate Jesse Eisenberg, and I hope he burns
Me
in hell.
too. Me too. I cannot
Thank you,
stand
dude.
him.
There's not,
I
honestly, I
cannot
can't think of
stand
any
him.
other actor. I'll never not watch a movie because somebody's in it, but Jesse Eisenberg is one of them. I won't watch it. He ruined Batman versus Superman. He fucking ruined it. And same thing with Zombieland as well. This dude, I don't know who he thinks he is.
He's horrible. I can't stand him.
He's a know-it-all little fucking bitch. He plays himself in every fucking movie that he's in. He plays.
Or what was it?
himself.
The one he's a magic? Didn't he do the where he's like a magician or some shit? Isn't
Yeah,
that
but
him
he
too?
still plays Jesse Eisenberg. That
Yeah,
would have
he-
been a good movie if he wasn't in that
Yeah,
shit.
he's a
Fuck him.
total ego. Yeah, the whole time.
And actually, I've seen him in a few interviews, and he's like that in real life too. He is. I
That's not just
despise
a,
him.
it's not just a
No,
character.
he's not even an actor. That's just who he is.
No, yeah, it's
that
and
sucks.
Hollywood's filled with actors like that, where all they can do is play one personality, their own. It's a very common trait these days.
Yeah, no talent nowadays. It's fucking sickening. But Jesse Eisenberg, I despise him.
Yeah, but on the flip side of that, Woody fucking Harrelson, man.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson is
Yeah,
legendary.
Woody's
Yeah,
fun. Woody's
he tries to balance it out,
he tries.
but even Woody
the
Harrelson can't save me
His
from Jesse
awesomeness
Eisenberg.
cannot overwhelm
Yeah.
the. How
And,
terrible.
and Emma Stone and
Emma Stone's good too.
Emma Stone
mhm.
and Abigail Breslin are both fantastic in it too.
I just watched a shit fucking movie, and I'm sorry I got to bring this up because it has nothing to do with zombies. But Abigail Breslin was in it, and Scarlett. I said this in my stream the other day.
Mhm.
Slayers. Have you guys ever seen the movie Slayers? If so,
No.
if you haven't seen it, avoid it at all costs, or just watch it to like laugh at it. It's so bad. It's about vampires, and she's in it. But also, Tom Jane is in it. I don't know if you know the guy who played the Punisher the first time, or actually the second time. It was fucking terrible.
Mm.
But anyways, go on.
Bitey says most people aren't actors, just play themselves. Yes.
Yep.
Absolutely.
That's why-
I mean, we get what we get, right? We just gotta hope and pray we get a gem every now and again to carry us through. Yeah, that's all my clips. So I'm honestly, Dana, I think if y'all want to rank the movies that we did, me and Dana try to do a ranking thing. We'll see how this works because it's being rude with me. I don't know what's up with StreamYard not letting me share things properly when I'm actually going live. Fun times. But Miss Dana, if you want to, you can try to set that up and share it. And we're going to try to do a ranking system. I don't know how well we're going to do this.
Would we be ranking zombies and how powerful they are within the movies, or just zombie movies in general?
We'll just do zombie movies in general. I think it'd be too complicated because I can't rank them that way because I don't consider certain movies zombies. So.
Yeah.
But we'll just say as a general, we got things like 10 picks that we got that were some of pretty much what everybody had picked up until I think about an hour before the live. So we got quite a few picks, but
sounds good.
we'll see
Yep,
how it
just
works.
let me back out. I just got to switch to my computer because I'm
Okay.
on my phone, and I will share my screen. So I'll be right
That's
back.
fine. We will hang out and chat a little bit more.
Dana's doing a
Clearly-
podcast from her fucking phone right now.
Bitey, clearly World War Z was the best.
Is
Yes.
there was that Bitey? Are you trying to piss me off right now?
It's Bitey, hey, look, don't mess with my wrenches. They're special.
World War Z over 20 days later? No way.
I hate World War Z.
Me too, a little bit.
I hate World War Z. I hate I Am
Bitey,
Legend.
no.
Yep.
Oh, I Am Legend is worse than fucking World War Z, if that's even possible. Fuck
Like-
Will Smith and fuck I Am Legend.
SBK Techno Dana is on it. Don't you worry.
I really hate superpowered OP zombies.
Superpower.
Yeah.
You forgot one key though. Superpowered OP CGI zombies. Pathetic.
Just had to make sure it's CGI parts in there.
Yeah.
Just add that in there. But no, what we're gonna try to do a little something with Dana, and we're gonna try to get it going. I know she will be back in just a minute, and I'm play a little clip. real
Okay.
Quick.
I was gonna go on a rant about I Am Legend. The
See if
clip
we
is probably
can't
for the
try to
best.
solve the zombie crisis here. We got the debate we got going.
Now, I'm fixing to commensurate this trial here. We gonna see if we can come up with a verdict up in here.
Johnny is the one that showed me Idiocracy, and it is the best fucking movie.
Well, it's just because
Johnny.
it's so true.
It
It's
is.
so
We're
true
living
how
it.
the world is.
It is true
We're
life.
living it, and I thought it would be just an awesome clip to add for us because I feel like
Such a
that's
good
where I'm
movie.
at right about now.
It is
Not
relevant.
maybe as a damn premonition.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, actually. It is terrifying, but that is the way the world is now.
It is, and why does it matter? Why does it matter about the zombies? And does it matter? It does matter. I care because I don't like the muddy in my war.
All right, so Scott, what do you hate worse, though? You hate the running zombies, but
I don't
do you
hate
the...
them.
I know.
They're
You don't
not
consider them
zombies.
zombies.
Zombies
Which-
are like falling apart. You know, like
As-
whoa.
As
you know,
far as
coming at
zombie
you.
categories
Like a
go,
horde.
which do you think is the better offense or the worst offense? I mean,
Oh, of course, talking. I mean, if they're talking to you, that's cognitive, behavior. That's not allowed. That's
all
absolutely
right. So
not
at least
allowed.
we agree there. What about? I think CGI is the worst, though. Why are you CGI in a zombie? I could see
Well,
in a
I
big
mean, yeah,
group.
well, yeah. I mean, of course, the more realistic effects, even though the zombie movies from the original ones are terrible, I guess compared to today's zombies, I
They
still
look
love
more.
them.
Yeah, they look
I
more
still
real.
like the look of those. Yeah.
The I Am Legend zombies were pathetic because, like, just one of them was CGI.
Dude, I don't even. It was so funny because I was like, "Those aren't. There's no way that's a zombie." And then I was like typing in, "Is I am?" And I didn't even get I Am Legend all the way in before it was like asking that question in the Google search. I'm like, "Okay, so this is a legit thing out there. People legit think that they are zombies." So I'm like, "Oh my god, how could you think that I Am Legend is zombies? They clearly are not zombies."
It's really an offense to the whole zombie genre.
Oh, so see, that's why this mattered to me because I think the things are just getting a little out of hand. We're just getting a little too far. We're losing ourselves
Yeah.
in design
Well,
somewhere.
the I Am Legend zombies are offensive though, because
Yep.
they're CGI monstrosities. At least like the 20 days later, if you want to consider them zombies, at least they're still scary. They're very scary.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking World War Z, I don't know, maybe that one's subjective, but we could all agree I Am Legend was pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and if you break it down to just even the word zombie, like if you break it down into its core meaning, it's a being that is like completely devoid of human emotion, of the ability to have motor skills and to do all this type of stuff, and is single-minded. Like it's just that's what they are. So yes, there's the affinity for the old school, shambling, rotting corpses, and then there's the affinity like Benda and I have for the 28 days later zombies, because in a way it's like it's what do you prefer? because we could go back and forth all day and say, oh, well, I prefer this and you prefer that and this and that. But at the end of the day, like, we are both talking about loving the same thing, if you know what I mean.
I still say they're both zombies though, because they still qualify because they're mindless. They're mindless.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, this is how I feel about it.
Hey, Rob. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Hey, look, man, you don't have to do this. Look, this ain't exactly the Mississippi. I'm on one side. See? I'm on the other side. I'm on the East Bank. I'm on the West Bank. It is not that critical.
Not the point. The principle of the thing.
I'm sorry, I just had to use the clip. I've been waiting to use it. So it really doesn't matter. Absolutely doesn't matter. It's whatever you prefer. Yep. I've been waiting to use that. Sorry.
Also, the dog in I Am Legend was the star of the fucking movie.
Yep.
Will Smith was useless, and he's using this dog to get around. Dog's doing all the work, and then the dog fucking sacrificed himself
that was
for
the
dumbass Will
saddest.
Smith.
That was
I
the
turned
saddest.
that shit off instantly. I knew it was coming
sad.
too. I was like, get that shit out of here.
Yep. Dude, I was legit crying. I was like, no.
I'll never watch that piece of shit again. At least World War Z doesn't have anything like that. I'll watch it again. World War Z wasn't terrible, but the CGI.
So I take it you're not excited for the I Am Legend sequel?
Fuck no. I didn't even know that was happening. And why?
Oh yeah. There's another one coming.
Well, Will Smith is dead, right? So.
No, actually
he
not.
Lived in the movie.
No, well, he died in the theatrical version, but there's a deleted version. There's two versions of the ending where he actually lives, where he doesn't pull the pin on the grenade. The sequel that they're doing right now, they're going off the version where he lived.
That's gonna flop. And I'm gonna laugh when it does.
It's gonna be so bad, yeah.
Plus, I mean, Will Smith. Has he come out with any like blockbuster movies since he
Not
bitch
yet.
spanked Chris Rock?
No.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. Yeah, Bad Boys 4 is coming up. I bet that'll flop too.
The Fresh Prince he used to be.
I Am Legend starring Chris Rock.
That would be funny.
Will Smith's whole career started going down the hill when he turned down the role of Django.
Mm.
Yeah, Django is a great fucking movie. And why did he do it? You know why he did it? Because Django wasn't the star of the movie. Fuck you, Will Smith.
Yep.
Go back home to Jada Pinkett Smith so you can get fucking bullied.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, you can tell he gets fucking bullied. That is pathetic.
Oh yeah.
I like this from BK. Are zombies Egyptian mummies or voodoo? Could it be any of those? Could those things be zombies?
I actually think so.
Well, the mummies, I say no because their brains are taken out and everything else during the mummification process. So I would say no on that. But
a zombie would be losing its. I mean, I've seen some zombies on these shows that look like their brains is missing, and they like have.
Well, if they have their spinal cord or their brain stem and stuff intact, but once that's gone, because like the mummification process, they took the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like so they wouldn't be able to, even function. But I don't know. That's an interesting one. I never really thought of that on that side of things.
That is because like I said, reanimated. So I like how you're describing it though, Johnny, because you're making sure to differentiate the fact that it's the brain and how it's kind of working, and that kind of determines it.
Yeah, the brain's a very important part of the zombie as a whole. So that's true.
But the Haitian voodoo, like he said, I mean, King, like I would say that, especially on a lot of my trips overseas and abroad and stuff like that, and having talked with some practitioners of that, they're very steeped in that tradition. So that's definitely something. I mean, they even have a powder that basically puts you into a zombie state that they use as punishment for criminals. Because you literally just become completely obedient and like you just like they showed videos of them and they were just like stumbling around like zombies. And all they did was eat and do like what they were told, like without any type of pushback or anything like that. So it's pretty wild that their culture has that very deeply rooted. So yeah, that's a good point to bring up.
Oh, this
Nice.
brings up a point for me. The difference between a vampire and a zombie. A zombie can be killed with brain trauma. A vampire can't.
Yep.
That's true. Well, I don't know though, because in some versions they chop the head off, right? In Supernatural for the vampires.
I would say in 90.
Kills just about everything, though.
I would say 90% of vampires are killed by stake through the heart.
I would assume so, but I have seen some newer renditions of vampires where you cut the head off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have too, but I
Yeah, well, that's we'll have to get into that. Vampires will be on the list.
Twilight, unfortunately, you got to rip the head off.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that will definitely see. That's where we get to Cinema muddying up the waters with our suits.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just muddy the lines up to the point to where at some point a zombie and a vampire will be the same. It's coming.
No, they would
It's
never do
coming.
that. They never cross
No,
that
they
line.
can't do that.
You don't
Come
think
on
they
now.
won't cross that line? I mean,
I think they'd have full blown riots on their hands if they tried to do
I
that.
think they
Because
could-
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd
I
be
think
in the
they-
front on the front lines. Fuck that.
yeah, I
I
mean
think they could try,
they're
but I
already
don't think the
doing so
fans would
much
ever
bad
come
with
to it.
these movies now that it's like if they tried to go down that road, like they.
I mean, they're pretty
so
bad
much
at
money.
this point. They have nothing but remakes, nothing but sequels, nothing new that's even worth it. They're literally like just trying to put together anything they can. I mean, I don't know. I don't want it, but I could see them trying, if nothing else, some hybrid or some weird.
I think they'd try it, but I don't think it would ever catch on with the fandom. So no one
Yeah.
would remember that a few years later.
Well, that's why we all hated that they were dropping like 20 zombie movies a year. Like, you know, you get to a point where you're just sitting there like, oh my gosh, man, not another one. And
yeah,
they
because
just
there's
keep coming out.
saturation. And we're going through that right now with the superhero genre. It's just complete and oversaturation.
Yep.
And all of it is shit now too. It's
all
pathetic.
shit now since
Yeah.
Infinity War. Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to be digging the bottom of Netflix to try to find a gem of a show or a movie, you know, because I'm filtering through all of these things and I'm like, gosh, I have to go back and watch the classics if I want to see anything good.
Honestly.
I'm actually looking forward to Deadpool, but that's the only thing superhero wise
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to.
Deadpool 3.
I like the trailer, but I'm getting ready for the worst. Disney, if Disney's involved, they're fucking up. They are fucking up.
Yeah, but you know, he already gave him the little cameo or the little part during the trailer where he kind of gave the fuck you to Disney.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's
and
what
they've
Deadpool
lost
would do.
over like what $100 billion just in this last year in all the stuff that they've been putting out. So it's just like, man, dude, I really hope they don't have a huge hand in it because it will be shit.
Ryan Reynolds is probably there to make sure everything's going okay.
Oh yeah. There were rumors that he was going to walk off because Disney was trying to put their hands in it.
Why doesn't Disney know by now? After like 10 flops in a row, maybe they should just step back and let the cooks cook and not try to interfere, because what they're doing, no fan likes what the fuck they're doing with anything, with their comic books or Star Wars or whatever they're doing is trash.
Yep.
So just
And
step
that's why
back and
Civil
let the
War-
passionate people do it.
Yeah, that's why Civil War and Infinity War worked so well, because they handed the keys to the Russo brothers and they said, just do your thing. And then they get to Endgame and you can see all the studio influence that that went into the filming of Endgame that turned it into just a shit show.
Yep. Because that's a whole thing too, is like not to delve too far into it, but you know, you start throwing in, you know, political views and other things into the movies, and you can tell how they resonate on screen when people are they're not putting it as an art form anymore. They're looking at, how can I get my message across?
Yeah.
And that's what's ruining a lot of these
That
movies.
South Park, the Pandaverse episode.
Yeah, that's
Fantastic.
good.
Oh my God.
That's so good. Yeah.
Put a chick in it.
Put a
and
chick in it,
make
make
it
it
gay.
fucking gay.
Yep, pretty much.
That is hilarious.
So good.
And it's so true too. It's like, what?
It's so
the fuck
accurate
is
though.
happening?
That's the funny part. Like, it's so freaking accurate.
But then I think Disney also, they like that too, because if somebody says they don't like the movie, they just say, well, you're fucking sexist, you're fucking racist.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why you don't like
yeah.
it. No,
Oh, yeah.
your movie is fucking shit. That's
Yeah.
why we don't like it. Your movie is fucking terrible.
We just have taste. That's
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Actually, South Park's got another video game coming out too.
I can't wait.
Yeah, Snow Day.
Yep.
Dude, the Stick of Truth was so good, dude.
That second one I heard was good too. The
Fractured Butthole was awesome, dude. That was so funny.
I haven't played that one actually.
I
The
was
game-
crying. I was
Yeah, the game.
crying, like laughing at that game, dude. It was so funny.
The Stick of Truth story was better, but the Fractured Butthole is gameplay was better.
I want to
yeah.
play them both before the new one comes out.
Yep. Well, they've got a mega sale on it right now. I saw it. You could get both games for under $30.
I actually, I game share with my cousin, and he's got them both. So it's just
nice.
a matter
There
of
you
me.
go.
It's just a matter of me finding the time.
Yep.
All right, guys. And Dana, we can keep it with the S for, top tier, A all the way down to D. And we got a few movies and shows.
So how do we do this? We do this by consensus, but also you get final vote on where we put this?
I want to kind of see what the chat thinks and what you guys think. And we'll see if we can't come. Do I need to play the clip again? Let's see if we can't come up. Yeah, I'm playing again. There. How about that? Let's see if we can't figure this out.
Now, I'm fixing to commensurate this trial here. We gonna see if we can come up with a verdict up in here.
I play that every time.
Such a good clip. He interrupted. Ouch, my balls.
So, like the judge says, we're going to see if we can't come up with a verdict up in here. All right. So, our picks, and Dana helped me because they're. This is why I was like scared to do this because I don't know if we can see them very well. I know we have Train to Busan, The Walking Dead, Resident Evil, All of Us Are Dead, 28 Days Later, Kingdom, World War Z, Shaun of the Dead, Wreck. I believe we have Dawn of the Dead. We have two. We have the original and the newer version. And we're kind of classing them together, do A or B. I know that some people pick the newer version. I didn't know if it mattered. So it's part of the picks.
Well, are we rating on the quality of the movie or their respect towards zombies?
I would say,
Because I could see on the list right now,
to
there's
the
shit
zombie
movies that
maybe.
respect.
Because if we just do out the movie, I mean, most of the movies suck anyways.
I was about to say, I can see some terrible movies.
I see
that
like
because
actually
even
respect
World
zombies.
War Z sucks either way. Like the zombie sucks. That's why I was trying to
so
think.
you
I was like,
might
I had
as well-
to think about that
Well,
first.
why
I
don't
was
you have
like,
an
wait a
F
minute.
category? Throw World War Z in the fucking F. You just might as well
Just
get,
throw that
get
out.
that done. Yeah,
Just throw it. Well,
throw
it was a
D.
Throw it out.
pick. It was a pick. We can't throw it out. It was a pick. I forget. Let me see. I have to bring my Twitter.
A lot of people like Bitey in the chat. I think likes
Yeah,
World
so I
War Z.
said there
Everybody likes that
were
movie.
some folks who picked it. It's
Throw
got
that in the D.
electrolytes. I know. I need to clip that part too, Bitey. It's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes. Oh my god, it was fun with that movie. That's gonna take a while to clip out everything.
I'm totally on board with World War Z being an F. I'm just saying.
Yeah, why isn't there?
Well,
an F
we're
in
gonna
it?
put it on a D, all right?
And D is the equivalent of F.
Yeah, D.
It's
The
like
D is our F.
They,
That's
they
fine.
released the movie, I guess, and it's a thing. So it gets a D.
Yep.
Right.
How
It's
about
just the
this one?
template. It's just the template.
All right, okay.
Look, it's not
So
a
D is
perfect
what?
system, guys. It's a work in progress. By the time we get to vampires, hopefully me and Dana will have a better system worked out. It's
Twilight goes
learning.
to F.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
Twilight
Don't even put
hopefully
it on
will
the
be
board.
on the list. I'm hoping Twilight's not a
And
pick. But if it
Twilight
is,
be a
it's
shame.
welcomed as well. I'm just saying.
Well, you should
But
put it on
hey,
the
all right,
list.
how about this one, guys? In chat,
Vampire
let me
Suck
know.
was better than Twilight.
Yeah. All right, guys, in the chat, let me know, and you guys on the panel, Shaun of the Dead, where would you rank it? I would give it an A.
I have it as a B, probably.
Yeah, I'm going with B on Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, so we got two Bs. What about you, Dana?
I would give it an A because this is gonna make me laugh so much.
Okay.
Well,
right.
I'm still confused on the criteria here.
Yeah, because we can't keep changing the criteria. It's got to be like representing
Is it-
zombies. Like
Damn
how
it,
they.
I thought
Damn
it did represent the zombies. Like even when like
Damn
they
it.
were at the end, like dude, I don't know. It was just it reminded me. There was the scene at the end where you got the big dude, you know, playing the video game or whatever. But it kind of reminded me of like what was it? Was it Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead? Now I'm gonna get those two confused. But the one with the black dudes like at the end, and it has all the people hanging up, and they're just kind of keeping them as like pets, sort of to fuck with. So I thought it kind of was like it kept to the lore.
Yeah, but
Okay.
are we rating these movies on how good
if
they
we're not allowed
keep
to
the
add
lore?
comedy, then
I
I'll
was
put
saying
it
the
in
zombies
the B
to the
tier.
lore. I thought that they were pretty accurate actually.
Yeah, but see, this is gonna get messy, Scarlett, because your lore is classic, shambling Night of the Living Dead zombies.
Well,
In
so
which
but
case,
that's fine. So
I
that's
would
why
give.
we all get to
Okay,
pick it.
is that what we're doing it on? Because if that's what we're doing it on, I got different ratings for each. You know,
Yeah,
I think
that
it
does
did.
change my ratings
Yeah.
on quite a few.
What's on the zombies? Like, you know, I just think that zombies make it. The Shaun of the Dead zombies were pretty on par for zombies. I thought they were A zombies.
Yeah, but me and Johnny think that running zombies are also zombies,
well, that's
and they're cool.
fine. I mean, then if y'all outvote
Well, that's why
us,
28
you
days later is
outvote
going to be an
us.
A or an
Hey,
F.
it's a vote. Hey, it's a voting system. It's a democracy.
Yeah, but I'm confused on what
And we
we're
know how well that
voting on.
works. So we're gonna.
Okay, final answer. My vote is a B for
All right.
Shaun of the Dead.
I'm totally gonna just rank them as how I liked it as a movie.
All right, so we are completely fucked here. We're all.
Yeah, this is going to be all over the place.
It's good. You know, it's a work in progress. All right, what do you guys in the chat think? Give me what you think. Is it a S? Is it high tier? Is it an A, a B? What do you give it?
Well,
Anybody
just
in the chat?
I think
I
think Shaun of the Dead. As far as classic zombie representation, I give it probably an S. As far as classic zombies, and as far as scariness, I probably give it a D. And as far as overall quality movie, I probably give it an A. So I don't know what we're rating it on, but those are 3 different ratings, which I don't fucking.
Oh my god!
Help me at
Oh
all.
my god!
I mean, what?
Look, where do you place it? Just give me
Well,
a
I mean,
letter.
we
Look,
keep
the B's
moving the
are
goalposts.
probably winning it so far. If you just go with the B's, and if we put it in the B, it's fine.
Well, why don't we do this? Who's got what do we think is an S tier movie out of these?
28 days later.
I think out of
I don't
these
know. Honestly,
movies,
looking at that
honestly-
train to Busan looks really good, or even Kingdom. I'm gonna
Well-
probably put Kingdom on S, even though I haven't
I
even
never
seen it. But
saw
what I have
Kingdom.
seen looks really good.
You never saw a train in Busan, so you can't really rate. I never saw
I
Kingdom
watched
either. I'm
clips.
removing
Look,
myself.
you don't know how many
You
clips
can't-
I watched trying to
Scarlett,
pick
no.
clips.
You can't be
And I
watching
watched it. I got the vibe. I got the sense. Look, I don't like Resident Evil either. It sucks.
You know, how about we just Scarlett? I'm just going to say
Yeah,
this.
go ahead
How
and put
about we
Resident
rate
Evil
them?
on D. There, I made a
Resident Evil's D,
decision.
yeah.
Are you
No,
happy?
but we should put them on.
You know, I'll rate them. How about that?
Yeah, you
Nobody
should.
has to argue.
I think so. We should rate them on the quality of the movie
Oh my
as a
gosh.
zombie movie. Like, is it a good movie
Yeah.
or not? I think that's the easiest.
That's
and
easy.
All right, fine. Then we'll go by.
Okay.
It still doesn't change anything for me. Shaun of the Dead still A.
I would say B for me.
I'd say
And you know it's a B for me.
All right, so we're giving it to the B's. I figured we were. If y'all
Wait, Jeremy, what does Jeremy think?
say it.
B. Yeah, B.
B. See, all right, so we'll give it. Put it on the B. God, Dana, put it on the B's so we can move on to the next one.
Now that we're done with our word salad,
Well,
we can move on to the
actually-
next movie.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead is good at B for me, but you know what? World War Z, maybe I was like that. Like as a movie, maybe it's not terrible as a zombie.
Oh,
movie.
no, see, God bless you. No, World War Z is locked in. Once it's locked in, you can't change it. All right, we're going to go to Resident Evil. I think that one's a D for me.
That's a D for me too.
Yeah, D.
Yep, D.
Yep, D.
You know, it is
Yep,
kind of entertaining
same.
though.
Can we give it a C minus?
Yeah. See, that's why we
Look,
need an
y'all
F
can't be adding
category.
categories. Look, it's
That's why
hard
we need an
enough.
F.
This I knew this was going to be hard enough to rank just because of how muddy zombies are in the movies and everything. You've got to keep it as simple as I can. I'm not doing a good job here. You can't add
you
categories.
if it was just me, Johnny, it's a good change to have somebody that's organized.
Yeah, right.
Johnny has to hang with me all day. He knows what disorganization looks like. This is
I'm
actually
right there with you, bro.
Yeah, this is like night and day for Johnny and me as well. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Let's go to the train to Busan, and I think let's see, Bitey, what were you giving that one a B or A? Train on A. You want that one on A? I like it. It looked really nice. I'm definitely going to give it around an A because it looked a lot better as far as.
Hey, wait a minute, Scarlett. I mean hijack you. You haven't saw the movie.
Look, you don't know what I have seen of it or not
clips?
seen of it. I've seen
Guys,
a lot of.
who thinks that Scarlett
I
should be
saw
able to
like
vote
the
on this?
first
Off
like
the
30
coolest?
minutes
No,
of it.
and I'll be real. I haven't seen it, so I can't vote on this.
See, that's what I'm
The
saying.
first 30 minutes sold me more than Resident Evil. And all of Resident Evil.
I mean, that's not
catalog.
hard though.
It sold me more than Shaun of the Dead the first 30 minutes.
I also haven't seen Train to Busan.
Well, your vote is. See, I haven't seen that other show that you guys were talking about. So
I'm abstaining my vote from that.
You know what, Dana?
See,
I'm gonna mute the guys, and me and you will just rank it. And Jeremy can hang too.
Us guys know if you haven't seen it, you can't really rate it. I mean, it's your podcast though, Scarlett. You could veto.
Yeah, I can do a lot of things. Don't make me. I still have it. I loaded it up.
Pineapples.
I will.
Yeah, Scarlett's putting that at an A from the 30 seconds that she saw of it, of the clip. It looked pretty
30
good.
minutes. Yeah, it's pretty good. It was
pretty good. So she'll give it an A. It was pretty good.
I give it an A.
I would give it an A too. I have seen the movie. I would put it above Shaun of the Dead, definitely.
Yeah, see, I could just tell by production value of it.
So,
just
Dana,
I can totally tell by how even the clip I showed where the zombie was all like cracking and then like pop, I was like, yep, that's gonna be a good movie.
It is good, and you are right, but I always make it a point not to if I haven't watched it.
But I thought you said today was like Ladies' Day or something like that. You can't be disrespecting us in here like that. I didn't come up with the day. I didn't create the holiday.
I know from all the shit he was talking about the mist. Like, yeah, it's an A. It's an A.
Us white cis males have been neglected for a long time now, and I'm getting sick and tired of being overlooked.
I didn't create the holiday.
Cool. I would give Busan a B for me. I'm just throwing that out there again. I think actually, Dan, I was going to ask you this. I know you're a Shaun of the Dead fan. You put Train to Busan superior to Shaun of the Dead?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I respect that. I'm not going to argue. I just want to make
sure.
Right.
Stick by your guns.
I just want to make sure. Yeah. I just want to make sure.
I know after I get off this show, I'm going to go watch Train to Busan.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
It's worth it.
Bitey's got 28 days later on top.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I'm going to wait till 20 days later.
We can go ahead and get to it. Where do you fall on it? We got one for going on top.
That's an S. That's an S for me.
Yeah. If I'm looking, I would give it an A personally, but since Train to Busan's on the A, I think 28 Days Later is better than that, and I would put that at an S then if Busan's at an A.
Okay, well, we put it on S. I'm good with that.
I got it on S myself.
Yep, same. Yeah.
Even though I don't consider it a zombie movie, it is still a very good movie as far as like creepy monsters. You know, never mind, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but yes, it's very good. Oh, sorry. I can't help it. But no, it is a good movie. It's very scary. All right, let's see. What do we got left? We got The Walking Dead. I'll let y'all do that one because I haven't seen hardly anything. I only saw that one little episode clip.
I haven't completed the series.
D. I'd put it at a C.
I would put it at a C as well.
The reason I was debating between C and D was because we were talking about like overall quality and then how they represent zombies, and they have some of the best zombies I've seen.
But it's also different too because it's a TV show. We know that World War Z the movie sucks balls.
Yeah.
Walking Dead, there's a few seasons that are really good, and there's a few seasons that are absolute trash.
Yep. I'd say a C for me. Yep, C.
Like I don't think it's as good as Shaun of the Dead, but I think it's better than what's at the bottom.
Yeah, that's a good point. Seeing what's already up there is helping me as well. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It does fall right between those.
All right, how about some original Dawn of the Dead? I'm going to honestly give it, in truth, a C. Somewhere between a B and a C, and I can't quite make up my mind, because even though I do love it, and I want to love it, if I'm being objective.
Wait, are we talking about the original Dawn of the Dead or the remake?
To me, honestly, both of them I kind of put along the same, just because, I don't know.
Wait, what's the next one that's in line right there? I can't even read that.
All of Us Are Dead.
All of Us Are Dead.
Oh, I never
Yeah,
saw
All
that.
of Us Are
Never
Dead,
saw
Living
it.
Kingdom, Wreck, and then Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, never saw it, so I can't rate it.
All of Us Are Dead. I haven't seen that one yet.
I'd put with an A.
The original Dawn of the Dead? C.
Hello, Angela Marie. Crazy Bad, you got a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one. Yeah. Little old me. Yeah.
Don't start changing your voice now.
I get that a lot. Yeah.
I know.
All of a sudden he starts dropping a bass note.
Yeah.
Crazy Man's making the girls sweat.
Oh,
Well, hello there, Angela Marie.
Oh no.
There you go.
6 to midnight.
So welcome. We are talking zombies, and we have on screen now. We're trying to throw a ranking together.
Actually,
sort of.
I'm gonna say something real controversial right now.
Oh Lord.
I would
scared.
put Dawn of the Dead remake right up there on S tier with 28 Days Later. I said it. I'm not gonna back down from what I said. I'm not
Okay,
gonna back down.
I'm debating. I'm not too far behind you. I'm debating whether or not to put it on S or A. It's definitely up
Yeah,
there.
it's debatable. It's debatable.
The remake, I got it as an A.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm leaning a little more towards A.
Yeah, I gotta side with Ben on this, because when I watched the remake, having seen the original and then seeing the difference and the quality they put into it, I actually was like, that is a good representation of zombies. Like,
Right.
and
It's a good
visceral.
evolution.
Yeah.
Evolution.
And that's why I put it as an S. So that's my vote.
I think I enjoyed it just as much as 28 Days Later. I'm thinking about it right now, which one I'd rather watch. Maybe I'd rather watch Dawn of the Dead remake. I can't decide, so that's why I would put it on S for me.
I got it,
It is
as
good,
an
yeah.
A. I got it
It is
as
a good
an
one.
A because A, I hate Zack Snyder.
I actually like Zack Snyder. Actually, I didn't see that new shit he came out
Oh
with.
yeah,
That
I'm
looks
not
terrible.
a Snyder fan.
And
Yeah,
B, I really hate the zombie pregnancy. Really hate that part of it.
That was unnecessary. I like the zombie baby though, actually. Yeah, I kind of like that part. It was weird, it was stupid, but it was entertaining.
Those are my two problems with it, where I would drop it below 28 Days Later.
Yeah, 28 Days Later is definitely more like visceral and scary, definitely. But I don't know. As far as like killing zombies goes, like watching zombies' heads get exploded and stuff, Dawn of the Dead, I think, beats it in that category.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we got Henry Bemis saying OG Dawn of the Dead is better, in his opinion. So many zombie tropes first appeared in that movie, Splatterpunk.
This is true.
That
This
is
is
true,
true.
yeah.
All right, so I think we're definitely gonna go with the remake. Oh, we're gonna put it on S. We'll put it on S, and then
Yeah, it could be up there with 28 Days Later. It's about on par with that.
And then
I can
the
see it going A as
original-
well, but
Yeah, I could see both.
The original, are we gonna go around a B?
To be fair, I think Henry Bemis is like 85 years old.
Well, you know what? It's a classic for a reason.
well, you do need to give the
classic.
originals credit. Like they paved the way, and they didn't have the technology that these other movies had.
Their zombies honestly did look really good, though.
Well, that's the thing. Where Henry Bemis is concerned, we all think that that's Burgess Meredith, Avatar. That's really him. That's really Henry Bemis.
Also, it does bear mentioning that 28 Days Later was made for like $2 as well. So,
yes.
And correction, he lets you know that he is 84, sir. How dare you?
I knew he was older than Aldous.
See, I'll just disrespecting
Why are you
gentlemen
guys
in such
picking
a
on
manner.
Henry? Leave Henry alone.
How dare you?
Oh,
I got
Henry's
your
the
back,
best.
Henry. I got
I
your
know.
back.
I know. I'm gonna have to give Henry a wrench. I think I gave one a crazy mad.
You did.
Yeah, you can be out of line
Stouffer's
to
nope.
my,
He
my
deserves to
chat.
get it taken back.
Be disrespectful my chat. But no, what do y'all think for the original though? We're thinking a B ish.
You know, I think I saw that one like 25 years ago, and I'm not qualified to say.
I would say at best it's an A, at worst it's a B.
Well, if I'm Scarlett, I saw a trailer for it like 10 years ago, so I'm just gonna give it an A. Why not? It looked it looked okay.
I've never seen it, but it's an A.
It's fine. Yeah, all right. Well, I'll put it. All right, fine. Put it on an A there.
Scarlett, come on, you love me.
I don't know, man.
I'm tweetering between B and C myself for that one.
So are we going more B then? More B-ish then maybe. Nobody wants to make the final decision.
I'm teetering on an A and a B just because it is George A. Romero, and I love George A. Romero. But
you can't be biased though. We're going on
remake,
quality.
I know. Let me finish.
No.
But
let a lady speak. It's enough of that.
I would definitely give it more of an A just because it paved the way for so many of in this genre with like just how they did it with the whole zombies, and so I'm gonna put it in an A.
That's fair.
Okay.
How is Night of the Living Dead not on this list?
I was wondering that too.
Well, it was on the list.
It was. She wanted to keep it to 10, and I said since we have Dawn of the Dead,
Okay.
it's basically the same type of. It's George A. Romero zombies, and that's why I also put the remake since it was different and not classic George A. Romero style. So we figured Dawn of the Dead and Night of the Living Dead could kind of be. They're both George A. Romero style zombies.
I want to argue with you right now, but that makes sense. Move on.
Makes sense, yeah. Makes sense. Although I will say, if Night of the Living Dead was on here, it would definitely be an S tier for me.
Honestly, this was. I mean, it was my first time. I didn't know how fast we would get
be an
through
S
it.
tier
I
for
didn't
me,
know
too.
how many picks.
No, you're doing
cause us
great.
to
You're doing
fight
awesome.
over this. We'd be here for hours.
Yeah, you
Because
didn't know.
honestly,
You did a
the
great job.
zombie movies that we looked up, there were so many of them.
Yeah,
And we were trying to find a variety of
Yeah, there's
between
a lot,
shows and not just like American culture, but Japanese culture or even Spanish culture. We were just kind of trying to find a variety. But no, it was on the list. Along with, I mean, there were so many honestly on the list. I was gonna put The Girl with All the Gifts on there. And then there was what was it, Day Zero? I mean, there were so many of them.
There are lots of zombie movies.
Mm-hmm.
But we got Shaun of the Dead for kind of the comedy because we figured a lot of people like that one. And then, of course, Resident Evil I figured was pretty classic for people.
Yep. So what's next on the list?
We can do Kingdom.
Kingdom is
haven't seen that either.
Yeah, I
It's a
haven't seen it.
It's a hard A for me.
But I know Jeremy's going to put it high.
Yeah, Kingdom. For me, I'm going back and forth between S and A.
Same.
Yeah, I'll let the three of y'all
gotta
make a
check
decision
that
on
one
that.
out.
I
a little bit more,
enjoy
'cause I haven't.
Kingdom.
It
I
looks
will
good.
say I enjoy Kingdom more than anything else on this list, personally. But as far as it being how good of a representation for zombies it is, I think, I don't know. I'd be cool with an S or an A.
Okay. Anybody in the chat have an opinion on Kingdom? Where would you place it? Let us know. Because what I've seen of it, it does honestly just look really good, especially for just that vibe of what we've been watching with Shogun and stuff.
I might be a little biased too, because I have always been very much into.
Did we lose you, Jeremy? Oh no.
Yeah,
Well, you've never heard from
I'm the
again.
same. Like I'm love the period piece of it, and I love seeing zombies in just a different era compared to like something modern day. So I love that take on it, but I think I would lean towards an A tier.
And it's a different spin on zombies too. Like it's
Yes.
they're not like straight zombies as you would think they were.
At least the origin, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made it out like they could make each other zombies, like they were using some herb or something. I like just watching the clip that I was trying to get. They were like, he's like, after I die, and then it showed like the little box or something. I'm like, oh, what are they making zombies?
I almost actually forgot one of the greatest zombie movies of all time. You guys see Planet Terror?
Oh yes, I love.
I had that on the
That's
list
such
too.
a good movie.
Yeah, that should be up here. That's a good one.
That's a great freaking movie.
With the machine gun leg. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can I not put that one on there? I thought I got all of yours, Dana.
I remember I saw that in the movies when it was Grindhouse when both.
No, I mean that was one of the ones I was going to put on the tier list.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even show the Day Zero clip. Dang it, there's too many zombie clips.
I think we could say Kingdom A.
A, yeah, we'll go A.
That'd be cool with an A, yeah.
All right, we got All of Us Are Dead and Wreck left. So we'll go All of Us Are Dead.
All of Us Are Dead for me.
That I haven't seen, so.
Me neither.
Yep, me neither.
You guys.
Is an A too.
Yeah, same.
I'm actually teetering between S and A.
Is that another foreign thing, or is that?
Yeah, it's Korean.
Oh, the Koreans are coming out with great zombie stuff.
They are, yeah.
I don't know. I think it might be up there with Dawn of the Dead and 28 Days Later. It is just that good.
It is pretty fantastic. I have it as an A.
You got a lot of A's. We're getting some A's.
I would give it an S. Somebody else is gonna have to go between me and Crazy Mad.
I think we're the only two that's seen it, Dana.
Yeah. All of Us Are Dead. A. Bye.
Easy.
All right. Oh,
okay.
A. We got a lot of A's.
He split it.
All right, and then we got Wreck.
I have to sit this one out. I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen this one either, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, just because
I watched Quarantine, but I haven't seen this one.
I liked Wreck.
I have to watch it, but it looks
yeah.
weird with it being the found footage throws me
The
off. Like I
found
wouldn't be able
footage
to
angle,
enjoy it.
the found footage angle really did make it kind of cool and tense because you're seeing it from that perspective, and the infected were definitely
first person view. That's kind of terrifying. Yeah,
were spot on, and I mean I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I would give it an A. Only because the acting was phenomenal and the situation, like the storytelling was good. It wasn't some, crazy futuristic super powered zombies and, this and that. Like the story was good. The fear factor was there and the acting was great. So, I mean, that's why I made it an A.
I concur. I would also give it an A.
I could agree with that too.
Nice.
We got a lot of A's.
I gotta watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'll enjoy Wreck, man.
Quarantine is also good. The American remake.
Yep.
Yeah, Quarantine I saw. I did see Quarantine. I got to see Wreck though.
Yeah, and the Wreck has some good sequels too.
Yep.
It's
Quarantine
basically
had a
beat
shitty
for
sequel.
beat. Yes, it did. It's basically beat for beat the same movie. Like they do keep a lot of it the same. The only difference is one's a virus and one's a demon.
Yep. Yeah, if you think Quarantine's like an A, pretty much Wreck is an A too, but probably a little bit slightly better because it was first and just better.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Nice. Well, it may not have been the most, I guess, included all of our favorite zombie movies, but we got somewhere. We got at least. I mean, I can't believe most of the picks are actually in the A list. I figured we have more diversity, but honestly, I guess they're better than we thought.
At least we could all agree that Resident Evil is shit.
In World War Z, right where they belong.
Yeah, World War Z as well. I don't want to. I know Bitey in the chat likes World War Z. I respect your opinion.
I respect it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can respect the World War Z, but as long as we are all on the same page with Resident Evil, then everything in the universe will be okay. We can disagree on some things. but there's got to be some.
I would put World War Z
established.
a tiny notch above Resident Evil just because, I'm sure the people that read the book of World War Z
I hear
are
the
equally
book's
offended.
better, yeah.
Oh, definitely. But see, Resident Evil, I'm passionate about the video game, so when they just pissed all over the games with the movies,
Yep.
it was even worse. Like, not only are they
Yeah.
bad movies, but also you're pissing on me. I don't like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 is one of my favorite games ever.
Did you play the remake? It's actually really good.
No, I haven't.
Oh, really good. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 is
It
great.
is good, yeah.
Five and 6 suck ass, but
They do. They're still somewhat decent, but you're as far as
I
Resident
didn't
Evil
mind
goes.
5 too much. I had fun playing 5.
Yeah, even Resident Evil 6, I played that again recently. It does suck really badly as a Resident Evil game, but it's entertaining sometimes. But yeah, as a Resident Evil game, terrible.
All of Us Are Dead was excellent. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really fully watch some of these picks because they are pretty good. Just even watch, like I said, just getting the clips for some of the stuff. I was like, ooh, I missed out on a lot of.
But
zombie.
also, what's awesome about it is that in Korea, guns and all that stuff are not prevalent like they are here in America. So not everybody's packing some heat and some machine gun and all this like high-end weapon except for the military. And cops in Korea are only allowed to carry a 6-shooter. And I think they're only allowed to have like 5 bullets in it. It's very weird in Korea. Like guns are not prevalent. And the fact that they had to use bow and arrows and like staffs and knives and to ward off these zombies made it so much better than just, okay, bullet to the head. Like these kids really had to figure out how to get themselves out of this mess. And they didn't. Like they didn't. They couldn't until the military came. So it was like it's a great show to watch.
And Zombie is holding. I'm sorry, and Bitey is holding strong to the World War Z zombies being the most dangerous zombies.
They certainly are dangerous.
Yeah, well, that CGI is very dangerous.
Yeah,
very dangerous.
Yep.
if World War Z happened, why would you even try? Like, there's no.
Yeah.
There's,
Yeah, honestly,
Why
I would
bother?
curl up in a ball. I'd curl up in a
Fucking
ball.
throw it
and-
There it is.
Yeah,
Throw
curl
the
up in the
towel.
ball and hope I'm sick enough that they go around me.
He's got to admit, Black Summer is superior to fucking
The only
World War
time
Z, though.
lupus is good for me. They
And
won't
Bitey's got
want me.
Black Summer, I
season
100% agree. Black Summer would have been an A easily, maybe even an S.
I agree. Black Summer's so underrated. Nobody even knows about it, I don't think.
Yeah, so good, man. Yeah.
I remember I was
I-
scrolling through Netflix and I was like, what is this shit? I watched
Yeah,
this
where'd this
crappy
thing come
zombie.
from? I don't
I watched
remember
this
any
crappy
promo for it.
zombie shit that's just going to be completely low budget and shit. And I was watching,
Yep.
I was like, wait a minute, what is going on here? Is this actually good?
Yes. Yes.
I loved
Hidden
the
gem.
episode when they did it through the POV of the zombie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
That
was
was so
different
good.
and awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was
You know,
such a
and
great
something like that, you
episode.
don't see much.
That was great.
It
That
was
was way
so
better than
different.
fucking anything that Walking Dead ever did, I feel. I don't know
Oh, yeah.
the fuck.
Just the balls to even attempt that in a live action film to tell
Yeah.
that kind of POV from a zombie's perspective is ballsy just to try in and of itself. But then to nail it, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, really good. Highly recommend Black Summer season 1.
Nice, guys. So check it out. I haven't, so my list keeps growing. It's ridiculous.
Actually, I haven't even seen this movie, but have you guys seen? My mother said it was pretty good. Maggie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and his daughter becomes like a zombie or some shit.
I
don't even know that-
haven't, no.
Mm-mm.
My mother said
I
it was
remember the
pretty good.
trailer, though.
And Henry Bemis says, plus there's the added dimension that Asia has a tradition of ghosts and dead in its storytelling. Absolutely, and I love it. I love talking about the Henri and the Yuri, which I know I probably did not say it completely right, but yes, those are some fun stories to read about if you ever have the time and want to go check them out. But yeah, guys. So I mean, I think we did pretty good for a first try day. We got a little we got a little list going. You know, next time we do one, we'll do vampires. Well, to be fair, I don't know. Is there less vampire movies out there?
From Dusk
Oh,
Till Dawn.
there's so
From
many
Dusk Till
vampire
Dawn,
movies
number
out
S.
there. There's so
So we'll
many.
see. Maybe we'll
S++.
improve and we'll add like 20 next time since we did we were relatively quickly getting through these. So
Oh, Bitey, Warm Bodies. I liked it for what it was.
yeah, Warm Bodies was definitely an interesting take.
It's a terrible zombie movie, but it was pretty good for what it was.
It was different. But yeah, guys, that was fun. That was good. And let's see. I'm gonna show this one. Hopefully, it's a little bit long. You know what? It's fine. I don't think YouTube's watching me. I like this one. It's just for fun and just because I want to.
Stand back, Jake. I'm gonna melt them out of there. Full charge.
Whoa, don't roast them, man. You gotta flambe. Ah, perfecto. Bon appetit.
Hey, can you... Especially you, Finn. Ugh, she smells like old hot dog water.
I thought that was clipped a little better. Apparently, I did not. But either way, it was still fun. There was the business zombies from Adventure Time.
I never watched Adventure Time.
Yeah, me neither.
See, I'm not the only one.
My
I know.
sister Danielle loved that show.
It's fun. See, so zombies are even the business zombies. They are interesting zombies as well. All they know is business. Instead of saying brains,
If
go
a zombie's
business.
doing business, they're not a zombie.
They were talking to.
None of that shit.
I know. They're bad zombies, but you know, it's out there. But again, guys, this was fun.
Actually, I know you're trying to wrap up, but has anybody? This isn't even any zombies, but have you guys seen the movie Fright Night, the original Fright Night?
Yes.
Yes.
Great.
Not in
fucking
years,
movie.
but yes.
Great. Watch it again. One of my favorites. That's
Yeah,
all.
we're gonna
That's
do
all I
more.
wanted
We're
to
gonna
add.
do more of these because I love
Fright Night.
talking some good horror movies, shows, all that stuff. So
Yeah,
we're
this was
definitely
fun.
gonna do some
This
more of
was
that.
definitely fun. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. Buddy, good stream all. That was fun. I'm glad, buddy. Glad you had a good time. You too, Henry. Glad y'all enjoyed. Little zombie chat. But yeah, this and the next week we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to get to the Halo series a little bit, just because while it's out, and it's more of a gamer thing. But I know I've got a lot to say about it, in particular how they're doing the storyline for Master Chief. So next week we will be doing a little more sci-fi than horror, but still, it's
I have to suffer through Halo season 1 and 2. Johnny, are you hearing this right now? Johnny won't be joining us. He's like, no, I won't do it.
I will just so I can shit on it.
But there's some good stuff about the series.
There has been some good stuff, but being, you know, as most of us here, like being
Mhm.
there when the original Halo dropped on my old Xbox, you know, and just living through every game since then, and then seeing what they did, I was like, I don't know,
Yeah, I still
man.
haven't seen the series because I hear it's
It just
Yeah.
they take a
Completely
lot of liberties that they shouldn't have
Yeah.
taken.
Even with
Yeah.
the story, like, because I'm gonna go back, I'm trying to rewatch the whole basically Halo storyline again because it's been a while since I've even played campaign for the original games. So trying to remember all those details and stuff, which you know is God, I can't even remember. But I'm sitting here thinking like, oh, I don't think this happened on Reach, or that doesn't seem right.
Well,
Why are
and
they
then you
doing
look
this?
at the shows like Forward Unto Dawn and other stuff
That's
like
so
that did
good.
really well. They did so well for low
That was
budget.
good. Yeah.
And then they turn around and they just do this and start taking all these liberties, and I'm like, your fan base is not going to be happy about this. And that's been the vast majority that I've talked to, is like, yeah, it's got some good fight scenes, it's got some good action and stuff, but just the liberties they took just turned me off from it.
Yeah.
Dad and
That's
Ray.
what we're going to get into next week. I'm going to compare the Forward Unto Dawn and some of the other like the cartoon animations and stuff like that they have out there, and how they did those compared to the series that we have now. And I don't remember how many episodes we have left in Halo. I have to go back and look. I imagine not too many more because I think they're already around 6 or 7. I'm assuming they have around 10 or less. Probably 8, I think, was this season, but I'm going to have to go back and double check that. So yeah, that's why I kind of wanted to get it done and out of the way before they finish with the season completely, because I'm already pretty pissed. The episode with Reach pissed me off the most.
Yeah.
And Yeah, we're gonna get all into that next week, guys. I'm trying not to get into it now because that will definitely get
That'd be
me
another
fired
2
up.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have the clips yet. I have one in particular I have to get of Master Chief. Oh, that irritates me to no end that they did it to him. But we will get to that next week. But again, thank you guys, everyone, for joining us tonight. Everyone on the panel and in the chat. Again, you guys were awesome tonight. I had such a blast with everyone.
Yeah, me too.
So did I.
It's better than talking
Yeah, it
zombies.
was fun.
Little zombies amongst friends. It's fun.
It was great. Everyone buy Stofers.
Don't
Mac
you
and cheese.
dare!
Mac and
Don't
cheese.
you dare! Don't you dare! Don't you? I crazy. I listen. You see what he does? He waits. He waits. He waits to
It was just the perfect
make
mic drop for National Women's Day. It's just it was fine. It was a good plug.
Yeah.
Stouffer's mac and cheese.
You have not had good lasagna until you have my homemade lasagna, and
Fuck
that is
lasagna.
it.
First of all, Johnny, tell them that we've been debating about Stouffer's mac and cheese, not lasagna.
For
we've
years.
been debating this for years now. That Stouffer's mac and cheese is powerful. Fucking lasagna.
It is powerful. It is
Dude,
powerful.
It's
very,
good.
very powerful. It's
The
very,
mac and
very
cheese is amazing.
Look, man,
No,
y'all
you
talk
cannot
so much
say to an
disgrace.
Italian
Look, Jeremy, y'all
that
have to call Jeremy
Stouffer's
to
is
internet.
the best Italian lasagna you've ever had.
He was
That's
overwhelmed.
blasphemy.
He was
Y'all kicked him
overwhelmed
out.
by the mac and cheese power. So
He's
Jeremy,
overwhelmed by the
blasted out of
Stouffer's,
here.
the disgracefulness of it all.
National Women's
Exactly.
Day. Don't make your girl cook on National Women's Day. Buy Stouffer's.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Dana, I'm sorry. That shit's too good.
You guys, let me. You guys.
Dana
Oh
can't
my
even speak.
God.
She's like, you guys, we're really.
Jeremy, I don't know, man. They're
Dana's
throwing some
very
blows
stressed.
in
I
here.
see how it
I
is.
might have
I
to
see how
go
it
to Team Stouffer's because I like a night off from cooking.
I really don't think Dana's tried Stouffer's because she wouldn't be talking shit about it if she did. I mean,
I know.
There's absolutely no way a Stouffer's lasagna is making it into an Italian household without getting your ass beat by either your mother, your grandmother, or whoever else is in the house. It will get thrown away. You will never find a Stouffer lasagnas in the freezer of an
Dana.
Italian household.
Whoa. We're trying to have a sophisticated conversation here, Dana. Whoa.
Jeremy, back me up,
Whoa.
Jeremy. They're all picking on me, Jeremy. Back me up.
Wow.
We never
Where's
once
my
said it was
fellow
more
Guinea?
powerful than your lasagna. We just said it's powerful.
Whoa. This is what the topic should have been tonight. Whoa, Dana, calm down.
Oh,
I'm not
Stouffer's
even
can
talking
pose these people,
lasagna.
Dana.
Mac
Thank you,
and
Jeremy.
cheese,
Thank
Dana.
you. At least somebody's on my side. Thank
Terry's
you,
got
Terry.
you.
Thank you. Just because you're next to me, it's okay. Tell him. Tell him.
Bitey has a suggestion. Try the frozen Gordon Ramsay lasagna. Apparently, it's good.
I mean, if Gordon Ramsay puts his name on it, you know it's good.
Hey, all I'm saying
Is that true Italian lasagna, or does that one not count?
It's frozen when you buy it. No, it's not true Italian.
But it's Gordon Ramsay's lasagna.
He's not even Italian,
He's
though.
a Brit.
It's
He doesn't
British.
count.
It's British lasagna.
Yeah,
Covered in nasty gravy.
The Scottish do their stuff a little different. So
All I'm saying is Mussolini had a one lasagna world order in mind, and I'm not down with the whole Italian thing.
By Mussolini, do you mean Dana? Because she's very racist against Stouffer's for some reason.
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all are getting just like
You're being
make
racist
her
against
go
Stouffer's
crazy.
right now.
Yes,
We're
I'll
getting
be
on.
racist against Stouffer's.
Have you tried? Honestly, Dana, I haven't even tried the lasagna.
I will
just love the
never
mac and
even
cheese.
put that in my mouth.
You're missing out then. Now, that's on you. If you want to miss out on great frozen
I don't have
food,
to miss out because I'm just going to make my own, which is better. And that's it. It's always going to be better when it's made homemade from homemade sauce and everything like that. So you guys can have your Stouffer's. I'll
But
take the
for
real
a
stuff.
quick and easy, nice little meal when you don't feel like slaving for hours
That's
all
what she
day,
said, Bitey.
Stouffer's is a great alternative.
All right, where are we going here? Man? Y'all got Dana all riled up. Look,
Scarlett's
man,
trying to
that's
wrap
the
it up.
girl.
Me and
Thinking
Dana are
about
going to
this
be here
all
all
week.
fucking night. Yeah, just everybody leave. This is between me and Dana right now. You are disrespecting Stouffer's.
Hey, you know what? You know what? This,
He's going to be going through the
y'all
week
out of
like,
hand at this moment.
To think, to
Bruh.
That's
All right,
amazing.
officially pineapple. It's
did
a
you
work
make
in
that?
progress. Yes, it's not completed yet. I gotta get a little pineapple dude that's kind of going like bruh when it goes.
That
bruh.
is amazing.
But we getting there.
In case you didn't know, I told Scarlett when I get out of control, the code word is pineapple, and then I'll shut up. That's why she made that graphic there. And I'll sit tight now. Dana needs to shut up too, though. She's
Hey, look, let's
He's
bring
lucky.
down.
He's lucky that I've known him since I was able to change his friggin' diapers. So he's lucky. He's lucky. He gets a pass for that one reason.
Yeah, you've been around that long. I assume you know about Stofers by now. Jeez.
She's just all right, man.
And how many
y'all are out
Christmas
of
Eves did you have
control.
here? You had my mom's lasagna. You've had it in this household from before you went on your little no meat kick.
I'm just saying, Dana. I know your sauce takes like 8 hours to make.
For
Stouffer's
Sunday
is done-
sauce, not for lasagna.
Stouffer's is done in an hour.
That's what I'm saying.
So is mine. So is mine.
See, you know what it is? Dana is mistaking us for saying she thinks that we're saying her lasagna isn't good or isn't as good. I'm
Well,
saying your
that's.
lasagna
I think
is probably
that's
better.
what Crazy Man may be saying. I'm not sure.
Well, you're just doing that to get a rise out of Dana, though. I do understand. I want to do that too. But
Y'all are so mean. Y'all are so mean.
but Stouffer's is
Shameful. Well, did we all learn anything tonight? I hope so, because the better we all are.
good. We learned that Resident Evil and World War Z suck dicks, and Stouffer's
See, that's just for
lasagna
Dana.
rocks.
She loves my clips. I'm trying to cheer her up because you guys are just absolutely just. I don't know, man. Y'all are just mean to my girl. Can't do it to her. We just can't have it.
See, Terry, the Germans know about meats like bratwurst, hamburgers.
Not lasagna, though.
I mean, the meat in the lasagna is just, so that's where it's at.
Hey, you ever fuck with like just cheese
Thank
lasagna,
you,
though?
thank you, Bitey. See, it only takes like an hour. It's same amount of time.
Bullshit.
You don't need to cook the sauce all day for lasagna. You need
All
to
right,
cook the
so
sauce all day
whenever
for
we
meatballs.
do, whenever Lasagna Gate does break, I'll be sure that everyone gets to join in on the fun of that. Because we
You know,
will-
you're
that
hitting on-
story is coming soon. We're working on it.
Thank you. Henry Bemis just became my favorite person in the whole wide world.
The best part about Super Lasagna is the satisfying look it makes when you throw it in the trash.
I will have your back. Don't you worry, Henry. Thanks for having my back. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but he's
You do got to look at the
84
picture.
years
Look,
old.
I will say this about Stouffer's, man. Their consistency on how they put the sauce over their noodles does need to be kind of called into question, because half the time my noodles are crunchy on top, and I do not appreciate crunchy pasta noodles. But otherwise,
You're
it's
not.
fine.
You got to cook it in the oven, though.
I did cook it in the
microwave?
oven.
Well, you didn't. You
didn't.
You must have done something wrong because I've never once said that.
Honestly, the mac and cheese.
You just told me I put it in the microwave. What are you talking about? No, have you ever seen the Stouffer's where the noodles are popping up outside of the sauce? So when you cook it, the bitches get black and crunchy.
I'm not familiar with this
Nope.
lasagna, to be fair.
It's the inconsistency of Stouffer's.
That's because
factory.
they pack it with so much noodly goodness, man. Like,
Like I said, other than the
Dana's
crunchy noodles,
you,
I'm okay.
You guys are acting.
dare
Dana's
you
acting like he
suggest I
fucking
put
like
something in the
rolls
microwave
out the
like that?
fucking dough to make the lasagna. It's
dare
not like
you.
you do that either.
We actually do.
And that takes an hour. That takes a fucking hour. You put all the
Have you not
ingredients
seen
together and you
cooking
fucking.
shows? You can make fresh pasta in 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Fucking
pasta, honestly,
horseshit.
if you have
You
the
make-
right kitchen and you are somewhat properly prepped prior, you
Yeah,
can probably
it
make
doesn't take
lasagna
long.
in
You
an
mean
hour.
to tell me you are
Yes.
making the
Yes,
sauce?
it's time management.
No,
You-
let me
first of
finish.
all, the sauce
Let-
is already pre-made, so
Scarlett,
your
yeah.
sauce is heated up. All you're doing is letting your meat cook.
Okay, so you
your
just said
noodles take like
your-
say like 10 minutes.
your
I don't know if you have to
sauce-
rest the dough. I don't know if the pasta dough
Yes,
needs
but
to
it's
rest.
sauce from the tomatoes I grew in the garden that my mother made.
So you're saying you juiced the tomatoes and you
Yes.
made the sauce.
Yeah,
But
you
that's-
cook them
that's
down
done-
and then you like put it through a
that's
strainer
done
or
after the
whatever.
And
tomatoes
then
grow.
you grew the wheat and you pounded it into a fucking whatever.
Yep, yes, we
lasagna
did.
fucking
Yes,
thing.
the wheat grew
and
in
you fucking
buckets. We
pounded
grew
it
the
into a
wheat in
shell. Yep,
buckets.
yep. And then you got the cheese. You
Terry,
milked
are
the
you
goat.
hearing this nonsense?
Yep.
You got the goat. And you milked the goat and you made cheese. You made some ricotta cheese. You put that in there. And then you got the cow and you freaking butchered the cow and you grounded that up. And that all takes an hour, Dana. Is that what you're saying right now to me? Because you're hating on Stouffer's, but it sounds like you're not making it from scratch either.
Ramsey's is microwavable in 6 minutes. Oh my God, Heidi. That's horrible. I'm sorry.
This is me in my prime, Johnny. You haven't even seen.
I love it. I love it. Dude, I'm fucking dying.
Yes, as Bitey says, Benda, you grind it, not pound it.
I'm
whatever.
saying,
You know what I meant.
So you got to know how to work it. And
Whatever it is.
obviously,
Yeah, you know
you're
what I
not
meant.
aware of how to
All right.
grind your flour.
I admit, even. Go
I
ahead.
know from experience that tomato growing and wheat growing takes longer than an hour.
I mean, if I have my calculator out right now, and I gotta say, it may not be exact, but I think it takes more than an hour. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you got wheat.
I don't know, man. What was it, like lamb chop or some shit back in the day? I don't know. What was it? Fucking was. I don't remember. Was it Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood or some shit? I remember it was lamb chop or somebody. They was grinding up flour for the little story. They did it like 20 seconds. That's what we learned on PBS. Taught us things.
No, Bitey, I will never stop pounding it.
Apparently, they got to know how to pound it or grind it first. I don't know which one to do.
Dana,
Dirty
don't
man.
get me wrong.
Dirty man.
If there's Stouffer's in your homemade lasagna, I'll pick the homemade. But on just a regular day, Stouffer's isn't bad. I'm telling you, it's pretty good.
You know what I learned tonight? I learned how much I enjoy getting Dana all riled up.
It is fun, isn't it?
Just wait, because you have to remember, I'm still your DM. So when you sit at my table, now I'm coming for you, like for the niceness I might have had, the little bit of, yeah, okay, maybe I'll let him get away. None of it. It all goes away. I'm going to kill you, and that's it.
I mean, you could try.
Yep, we are going to have some fun with Dana. Coming soon on her channel, some D&D action. I cannot wait. I'm still working on my character. I have to. I mean, it's almost there. I gotta actually draw it or something.
My character is going to be Stouffer's lasagna. It's going to be a walking tray of Stouffer's lasagna.
Please, you didn't even want to play. You were like, I don't want to play.
You're just going to throw straight nat 20s the whole time.
Yeah, I buff the team up. That's my role. I'm a hearty meal, unlimited hearty meals for all the team.
Everybody gets plus 10 charisma for being around you.
Charisma and strength, too.
Yes,
I got the protein.
but guess who's got to give out that plus 10 charisma? I get to.
But if I was Dana's lasagna, I wouldn't give enough nutrients. My Stouffer's lasagna.
Mine
would be
has
very
better. Stouffer's is filled with salt.
You're so easy to you're so easy to rile up here, Dana.
I know, y'all messing with my girl. Thanks.
Yeah,
you're all upset.
Yeah,
look, man, y'all just wait till she get y'all in the back room because
I'll be
she don't have to be polite anymore.
I'm gonna be a
Louis, you're lucky I
magical
love you.
floating
Just wait.
Stouffer's lasagna in Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm gonna
All right,
feed my
Dana, I'm
team.
gonna play another clip. We'll just interrupt the dudes. We'll play.
I'm
play
going to
all
give
of
him the worst Christmas
I couldn't
gift
stop
ever this
thinking
year.
about that weird stuff I saw last night when I was peeking through the bushes.
Peeking through the bushes? You've been warping your mind with all this mystery stuff. I swear sometimes I think you love that novel of yours more than you love me. You've been working on it every night for 10 years, and for what? Look at me, root beer guy. I'm a cherry cream soda, and I have the same needs as any other cherry cream soda. Or even diet cream soda.
Sorry, I love me some Adventure Time. I don't know. That's just for me and for Dana and for Bitey. I know.
I like Rick and Morty.
I love me some Rick and Morty too. Well, not now. I loved me some Rick and Morty. They're dead now.
There were some funny episodes in like the
They're
newer
dead now.
season, but yeah.
No, they're dead.
Yeah.
That was a very good show indeed. Does not exist anymore.
Yeah. It's
Rick and Morty.
Is 7 out yet?
Yeah.
They have different voices for Rick and Morty, but they do sound the same. But the show is just not the same.
Sort of not, kind of. Well,
honestly,
Morty does because I think Morty's an easier voice to mimic, but Rick's not quite there. He doesn't have that same drunken, like, I don't know.
yeah. He sounds the same, but you're right. He doesn't have the same like drunken thing that he does.
And just little like things, it's just a little, I don't know what the fuck you call it, but just the way he says certain things and shit.
Angela Marie loves Adventure Time too. Hey,
Nice, Angela Marie. Yes, Adventure Time love. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna get lots of clips for Adventure Time because there's so many good ones. What zombie won? Oh, we had a whole tier list. Oh my god, we had who did we have on the very top? We had oh my god, I can't remember Dana.
28 days later and Dawn of the Dead remake.
Dawn of the Dead.
Stouffer's lasagna won.
Shit.
Dana, he just wants me to use clips on him. That's
I'm
all.
gonna get him such a horrible Christmas gift this year.
Wait,
Just
but Dana,
wait.
here's one, Dana. There's only between me and Dana now. But remember sausage bread?
Yes.
You gonna put your lasagna against my mom's sausage bread though? That's a
Never.
tough one.
Never.
That's a tough one.
I will never disrespect your mother's sausage bread.
Yeah, the sausage bread was very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. Anyways,
I drove miles, thousands of miles for that sausage bread.
I know. It's very, very strong. Maybe even
It's the
slightly
only
better than
thing I
Stouffer's
asked
mac-
for when I came
Stouffer's
to
fucking
see her.
lasagna.
Welcome, Mike. I'm so sorry, man. I do not know when you popped in, but welcome. We are kind of wrapping it up, but just kind of chilling at this point. We have talked to
Oh wow,
zombies
Mike's
all
a
night.
craft fan. Craft. We got a craft thrown into the mix now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Louie.
All right, but then the debate thickens.
Wait a
when we
minute. This
talk
is
cottage
fucking-
cheese
do you guys
or
know,
cottage
Mike?
cheese,
Do
and
you
then
guys
you
know?
got the folks who like to throw Velveeta in the mix.
Somebody's fucking with me, Johnny. I think.
I think Kraft. That just made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
I think Mike might be in on it. I think Mike knows me, and he knows how passionate I am about Stouffer's.
Yep.
Don't do it, Mike.
I can't wait to have dinner at Snuggy's house. That's what I'm saying.
Kraft to me is the World War Z
No.
of lasagna.
Anybody who puts cottage cheese in a lasagna is just not right.
Ricotta cheese in the lasagna.
So what if you
Yes.
found out Stouffer's use cottage cheese?
What Mama don't know won't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They wouldn't do that. It's cheddar. It's that cheddar cheese. That cheddar sauce. I don't even know what it is.
Is that Velveeta, that
It's that
nacho
cheddar.
cheese sauce?
So are you eating a lasagna or a taco lasagna?
I don't know. Taco lasagna is pretty good now. I don't hate on any lasagnas unless they're just like completely disgusting. About
Well, I
this
was
completely
about to say,
disgusting. It would have to
I
be,
eat
the
I
canned
eat
one.
vegan lasagna and I like it. So
Emo
that's-
2024. Yes. Hello, Ravener. You know what, Ravener? I know you love our Adventure Time so much. This one's for you, my friend.
I have learned so much watching this beautiful woman work. And with her example, I have become a better man. I will be by her side as her champion and knight every step of the way.
Just for you, my friend.
I disavow Mike.
Stouffer's back. It's like raisins in the potato salad. Okay.
I disavow.
jeez.
I disavow that completely. Stouffer's mac is like fantastic.
I agree 100%. I talk
Agreed.
about this almost every day. That's all me and Johnny talk about is really Stouffer's
Yep.
mac and cheese. Yep. It's fucking delicious.
Yes, cinnamon bun. I love my cinnamon bun. He is my favorite. Y'all talk about Stouffer's all you want to. I'm gonna talk to Ravener about Adventure Time. Continue on. We're gonna have here, I got one for you, Ravener. I like this one too. This one's fun.
The jiggler needs to smell like its mama's juice. That's how wild animals know what's going on. And this guy right here is all drained out. We gotta toss it in the soup, brother.
All right. Okay. I loved you, baby. I hope you know that. Word to your mother! Aww. I'll never kidnap again.
You said it. That was a nightmare.
Yes, Dana, I do agree that the Stouffer's lasagna is better than your lasagna. Thank you for admitting that. Welcome back, guys.
You're so full of shit.
That's
So
exactly
bullshit.
what we were saying.
But no,
Right
I love
here.
that clip though. I'm gonna play. You can make me play my next. I'm gonna play it on you again. You're gonna get pineappled all night.
Yeah, I've reached my limit now. Come on now.
No, I can. It's there. I can click it. It's unlimited. But no, yes, there you go, Raven. I love me some Adventure Time clips.
I gotta watch that show.
It's a fun show. It's got a lot of adult humor in it that's somewhat disguised, I guess.
I'm an adult.
It's just fun. It's like,
I'm
all right,
an
I got one more, then we'll close it out because we just going over.
All right, you two, what were you doing last night?
We were at home last night.
Yeah, we were doing that thing.
That was a great thing we were doing at home with no other witnesses.
But we're each other's witnesses.
Yeah.
But I saw you.
Look, man, you didn't see nothing.
I love that episode. Go root beer, man. He's on the case. He becomes a detective.
We are each other's witnesses.
It is a super wholesome show. It's good. It's some good laughs. I love it. It's one of my favorite. My kid grew up on it. Good times.
I don't think I've ever seen it, actually.
I really have not seen a full episode.
I haven't seen it either.
I mean, it's not for everybody, but I like it.
No,
It's got some humor
kind
in
of
it.
fun.
Yeah, it's got some good lines in there, and it's got a sad story behind it. When you actually go through the whole, like when you get through all the seasons and find out kind of what's going on in the world, a little sad, but it's pretty good. I'm gonna end up with a lot more of those just because I like them. They make me happy. As I said, I love Cinnamon Bun because he was half baked. That was fun too. But yeah, guys, we could, I know you guys want to do the lasagna debate. We're gonna do that soon. It's coming.
Yeah, put that on the docket.
It's coming. You never know. You have to stay tuned. It could happen here. It could happen over on Jeremy. You just never know when Lasagna Gate's going to break and when hostile talks reach a boiling point and go over.
The layers have been drawn.
But you guys, we're going to get ready to wrap it up here. But I do enjoy all the conversation we had tonight. Honestly, all you guys up here on panel and in the chat, great suggestions, great conversation. I mean, just really good debate all around. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I hope everybody here had an awesome time. We're going to do this more often, have some little debates on the lore of movies and such.
I had a great time. Thank you for having me.
I did as well.
I did too.
Had a blast.
Awesome.
Same.
Awesome. Glad. I'm so glad you guys did. Yeah, well, the zombie talk continues on, to be fair. It never will rest. That is a debate that will just last the ages.
28 days later, zombies for life.
Yeah, especially, because they're not going to give up the zombies. So who knows? Maybe we'll come back to it at some point and we'll revisit the zombies and see how we still feel. If they still matter, if the movies that we
can
like
broaden
still
that
matter.
tier list.
Yeah, we'll make sure we add some more. We're getting there, guys. I promise.
We'll see how we'll see how 28 years later and I Am Legend 2 stack up.
Oh yeah, that I'm not looking forward to I Am Legend, but we'll see how the others go. Nice.
We rated Resident Evil's actually, I don't even know what we rated, but Resident Evil is D. D minus.
Yeah, it was D.
Yeah, we put it out there. And it just it
The
sucks
movie,
though
I
because the movie because honestly,
Well,
I like the
honestly,
monsters. I like the I call them
if
monsters. They're not zombies to me. They're monsters. It's fine. I know we already had the debate.
But Mike needs to know too. We were rating the movie, not the games. The games are fucking S.
The games are S tier.
The games
for
are
sure.
up there.
S tier, definitely.
What I think about when it was like Silent Hill, would anything there be considered zombie?
No.
Just curious.
Nothing there. That's all like nightmares and stuff. That's not. They don't have zombies in that.
Just curious. What if they put a woman in
Yeah.
gay?
Put
Well,
a fucking woman in it and make her fucking gay.
Well, pretty much. I mean, that seems to be the theme lately with things. Hopefully not. we're hoping that
I bet we'll see a zombie movie too soon with like gay zombies. Which there's nothing wrong with gay stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's no room like zombies. We don't
You really
like
did. Zombies don't have a gender. I didn't think they had a preference.
Exactly. Well, that's what normal people say, but I just put a zombie in it and make them fuck. I'm sure there's some fucking writer or producer out there right now saying, "Hey guys, what if we do another zombie movie, but we make them gay?" It's
See,
like, what do you
and
mean?
you're
we
putting
make
it
'em
out
gay?
there that it's hated and not wanted, so hopefully they hear you and listen, or they make it faster. You never know.
I'm sure that'll be. Honestly, I'm surprised we didn't get that yet. Maybe that we did, and I didn't see
We
it
just
yet.
didn't notice
but
it
I'm
yet.
waiting for the gay zombies to come in.
Zombie sexuality, huh?
Yeah, that's the thing now. And you know what? Did you say that? I feel like there's a tone in your voice. Are you a bigot right now for even suggesting?
Jeez.
Stupid? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Yeah,
Sorry, I
Jeremy's
don't
out.
want to go see
Jeremy's been
Beat
canceled.
7.
Oh my goodness, guys. Y'all are crazy. But yeah, we're gonna get ready to close it down. I know I've said that like 20 times now.
Yeah,
Seriously.
and then I start
It's
up
just
again.
like in the South, when we do our long goodbyes. It'll probably
fun.
be the same here. You
We're
know,
having fun.
at
Yeah.
some point we end up offering you to stay the night, for a week. It's fine. That's
Y'all
how
go
we do it in the
check out.
South. You never get to say goodbye.
Y'all go check out Aldous after we're done.
Yeah, guys. Well, actually, he should be getting ready to start right about
Yeah.
now, as a matter of fact. So, yeah, go head over to Aldous as we're getting ready to close it down and go check him out. I know I'll probably jump over there at least to say hello and see what they're doing, hanging out and talking about tonight. And check out Benda42 on Twitch, and you can check out Jeremy Ice and Fire on YouTube. And Johnny Bravo, I know you were on both Twitch and YouTube, I believe, right?
Did you just call Johnny Ringo Johnny Bravo?
I did. I just called him Johnny Bravo. Yeah, it's fine. That's your new name.
Is that a boy band?
Because that's just like the first thing that popped in my head. So it's fine. You're Johnny Bravo now. It's fine.
Is that a boy band? No, I don't. I don't actually stream, but I just follow everybody and been looking to get into it and stuff. But being a new dad and all that, I just haven't had the time to get started up yet. So, but if that changes, I will definitely let you all know.
Oh, congratulations on becoming a new father.
Oh,
Yes,
thank you. I appreciate
congrats.
that.
Congratulations. Yeah, my bad, man. It's either the fact that I've been smoking this whole time or it's getting late. But yeah, I knew that wasn't your name. That's bad. My bad. But yes, Johnny Ringo there. I can read now. I'm looking better on the screen.
Wait, so you haven't seen the movie Tombstone, Scarlett?
Look,
Is that what you're saying?
I've closed it down.
All right, yeah, shut it down. Well, it's a discussion for another.
Look,
I'll
I was
call you
thinking
later.
cartoons. I'm thinking John. I don't know why I thought Johnny Bravo, but it probably
We can
because
do
I
a
like it as a
whole
cartoon.
Western episode at some point down the road.
Yeah, we'll talk some good cartoons another time. But yeah, guys, thank you again for hanging out. And Crazy, thank you. And Dana, go check out Dana's channel. She's gonna be starting some D&D action. Lots of fun. And Crazy, are you working on doing some stuff soon? I know you hang out over there with Dean.
Yeah, you can check me out on Comicsmate, and I'm also working on becoming the Stouffer spokesperson.
I was gonna add
You're
some
such
Stouffer's
a
in there.
dick.
yeah.
I knew you were gonna say something. I knew you were
You
gonna
got my
say
vote.
something.
You got my vote. Yeah. Nice. But again, guys, thank you all for joining me tonight and everyone in the chat. You guys are honestly the best part of this is to hang out and hear what you guys have to say and what you guys think. Because without you, I wouldn't be here. So again, thank you all for hanging with us tonight. We will be here again next week, same time, same place, new topic. And you can also catch Jeremy Saturday. You're going to do Pop Culture Live this weekend?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Nice. And also, he does a lot of stuff on Shoguns right now. So, guys, if you haven't checked that out, best videos ever. He's killing it with Shogun.
Yep.
And also, we do little lost discussions here and there. But yeah, always something going on. Somebody's always streaming over here. So check us all out. And again, thank you all. And I don't know, man. I'm just so excited. Like, I had so much fun tonight, and I'm really excited to see what we're going to get into in these next conversations. I'm really excited about this panel, you guys. Honestly, this was fun tonight. But
I had way too much fun, but I'm kind of depressed. I need to watch the Halo show now. So
Well, yeah, you'll make it through it. You'll do it for me, and
It's
know
gonna be a
it's
struggle.
fine.
It's gonna be
fine.
bad.
Just do what I do and just drink the whole time, Beta. You'll be
I
fine.
deal with
Oh,
you.
don't worry. Don't worry.
I listened to you for how long did you stream today? I hung out with you all day playing
Yeah,
Overwatch.
you
So if
know
I
what?
can
If
deal
you
with
could-
that, you know, I'm
Yeah,
on what,
yeah.
like a 15
Yeah.
streak, like
I'm sure
stream
you
streak
muted
or
me
some
there
shit.
for a few times. I also
All
had to
the
watch
abuse
Cemetery
we got about
Bloodline.
the mist,
Mhm.
all that
Yep,
abuse
oh,
we suffered
yep,
through
all
all
that
Well, you
day.
know
Yep.
what?
Yep,
I know Scarlett's trying to wrap it up. Don't get me heated again. I'm winding down here. The
I
mist
know,
is
I'm
for
gonna
another night.
have to pineapple us all and go straight
Yep,
to the outro.
yep,
That's the way
yep.
it's gonna go. But no, guys, again, thank you all, and we will catch you all on the next one. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Good night.
See.